We are live. All these classes are recorded live. So everybody can see that this is the end. And when we're done, we'll give you access to these classes at the end. All right. So do me a favor. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Perfect. I'm going to put my chat up. Fantastic. All right, perfect. We got a bunch of people that can see the screen. All right, let's go. So guys, when it comes to this software, the dashboard is a very important part of the system because the dashboard is what actually controls the system. You got to understand what you're doing on the dashboard. You got to understand what's going on the dashboard to get where it needs to be. So this line over here explains a lot about your system. First off, it's your name and email address. That email address is normally your your username to get in and out of the software. And then a general attack is the credit to pay the AI. So a general attack, in this sense, I have 882 credits to pay the AI. Now, what does one credit do? One credit for 1 month gives you the opportunity to generate the letters needing to attack the entirety of a file. I'm gonna break it down in numbers. So let's understand. So if I'm gonna think of it like a token, right? If I take a token and put it in an arcade game, right? I'm gonna be able to play whatever rounds before I die in whatever video game, okay, that I'm playing at the arcade. I want you to think about the same thing with this. When I put a token into the system and I click generate, the system is gonna generate an unlimited amount of letters and an unlimited amount of pages for an unlimited amount of negative items. Ready? Let me break it down in numbers. If you have 10 negative items, the system can generate, with 10 negative items, the system can generate 30 letters and 300 pages. If you have 100 negative items, the system can generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Now, I'm making it easy for everybody to understand, but I want everybody to understand the system itself generates for you what is usable. Make sense? It generates for you what is usable. So if you have one negative item, it could still generate 30 letters and 300 pages. If you have 30 negative items, it could generate 10 letters and 20 pages. Just to give you an idea, it's whatever the system wants to do. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a 7 in the chat if that makes sense to everybody. If it doesn't make sense to everybody, come off mute and tell me what doesn't make sense. Zoom user who's driving, if it makes sense, just give me a head nod. I got you. Oh, you just put the camera down. I got 2 Zoom users. I got one in the orange shirt and one in the black shirt. The one in the black shirt, I know you're driving. If you get it, give me a head nod. All right, perfect. Even thumbs up. Perfect. So at the end of the day, like, that's the key. If you understand what's going on with the system, we want to make sure that we understand what to utilize. Now, the rest of the dashboard is self-explanatory in the sense of if you got any questions, we have a Facebook community. Join the Facebook community. Even if you don't use the software, join the Facebook community because this is what keeps people motivated inside of here because they see people getting deletions. They see people asking questions. They see people going through the system. So they go over here and they do that. Join the Facebook community. It's right on the dashboard. Now, I'm going to drop a link inside of the chat. Ray just did it. Thank you, Ray. This is our Metro 2 community. This is on school. This is another one. Right? Did you put that in there? Okay, perfect. All right. So this is the one that's on school. Join this community as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually moving more towards the school community, and we're going to start working more on the school community than we are on the Facebook community because I feel like these are the true active members that are here. We have 910 members in the school community. We just launched it this year, and that's how many people have actually joined up that are fixing credit, that, you know, are doing what needs to be done. So join that school community if you can. That's definitely stuff that will go ahead. You can have access to classrooms, how to pull your credit, all that stuff, and we build this out. And we'll go from there. Now, the last 2 things is if you have software technical issues, you click over here. Okay. and then you can add a ticket and then put whatever you're having a problem with. Now, if you're having a service issue, just put account info issues and just go from there. They'll know that that's more like the general issues type of thing. Now, that'll give that. And then walkthroughs. I teach Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is the 6 p.m. EST. Wednesday's the 8 p.m. EST. Ms. Deborah teaches Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and that's at 8 p.m., 6 p.m., and 11 a.m. Okay? Any questions on the homepage? We can get rocking and rolling. I'm going to go to the next place. I'm going to go into the pricing section and what you guys should pick. I'm just going to let everybody know this from here. I do not work for... Can we ask questions in the school community chat before you carry on? Can we ask questions in the school community chat before you carry? Question? Wait, what do you mean? In the school community over here, can you ask questions about credit repair or up here?
Yeah. For example, say one of us had a question to ask a higher up on a question that we didn't get to ask during the Zoom. Are we able to ask inside of the school community?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Bro, you work for me. Why didn't you just ask the question?
I just wanted to ask.
I just realized who it was. All right. So good. Anybody else have any questions on this? No? We good? Let's go. Okay. Now, guys, when I say this, what I focus on and what I do over here is I want everybody to understand something. When I tell you something over here, first and foremost, I don't get paid extra for it. I don't work for the software company. I own the printing company. So my job is to get you to print with me. So I want you guys to all know that. So if you hear me pushing printing hard, it's because that's how I get paid. So just think that there's always going to be a hard push for you to print with me. And so it'll be a hard sell on that point. But at the other stuff, I'm going to give you the best information that you possibly can. Don't be afraid to ask questions. So when I'm going to come over here, I'm going to explain to you guys the packages. I'm going to also show you what I pay in my own version of the software so you guys understand this. Ready? I do not use this iron package. The reason I do not use this iron package is because it only gives you one GA or one token. This software does not like when you screw up. You cannot go back and fix it. And for a lot of people, they don't have time to go through each page and find where an error is and go back and fill the error in. So because of that, I always tell people to get the bronze package. Now, Ali, I cannot afford the bronze package. Then pay the hell attention in this class. When I send you the YouTube videos at the end of this, watch them 1,000 times and ask questions and come to this class 3 or 4 times. Why? Because if you make an error, you have to buy another token. So that token's still going to cost you money. So at the end of the day, you need to make sure 1,000%. You need to make sure that you know what you're doing. So the bronze package is the better package. Why? It gives you access to 4 tokens, even if you're doing yourself. You know why I say that? I've watched people go through 4 tokens just on themselves in one round because they've messed up that much. It's not because the software is hard to use. It's because you don't know what you're doing. And like I said this to the 2 people that were here before in the beginning. I said it and I said it to them directly. Treat yourself as a client. If you don't treat yourself as a client, you are going to do it wrong. So that's why I always say, pick the bronze package, 2 months. All I want you to do is lock in for 2 months. Lock in for 2 months with the bronze package, downgrade to the iron package. That's all you got to do. 2 months bronze, lock in, and then you're good to rock and roll. Once you lock in for those 2 months, then you'll be able to move yourself over to the iron package. You ride the credits that you have in the bank. You don't lose credits. You don't lose credits. That's the best part. And because we don't lose credits, we're able to use whatever we need to whenever we have them. And if we make an error later in the future, we always have credits to back us up. Make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Now, if you're like, I have 5 clients, you're going to go to the gold package. If I have 15 clients or 10 clients, I'm going to go to platinum. What I say is take whatever number this is, Okay. Take whatever number this is and divide it by 2. That's how many clients you should have that you get. So give yourself a little bit of a leeway, right? Give yourself a little bit of a leeway to make an error. If you don't make an error, right, you got extra tokens. But if you make an error, because you can also make an error in the generation, but if you make an error, you have a little bit of a leeway. Okay? We good? If we good, put a 5 in the chat. Let's move forward. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Perfect. Dre, do me Ray, where are you? Ray, do me a favor.
I'm here.
For all the people, because we have a couple people piling in and on and off. I'm gonna take a 5-second pause. What I'm gonna do is, Ray, drop the attendance link. Let's get attendance in the class right now. I had some people jump in that are brand new. Let's get all you guys to sign in for the attendance, because I'm gonna send that over to Dion, the owner of the software. I'm gonna let them know if classes are there. We tried something different today to see if you guys joined up in class. And it seemed to, whatever I did seems to be working. A bunch of new faces. Thank you guys for joining up. Bunch of new faces in here. Let's get this rocking. Keep going. Once you finish the attendance, you put it in the chat. Just put ready in the chat, and we'll keep going. I'll open it up for a couple of seconds of Q&A while you guys are doing that. Anybody have any questions? Any questions?
So this software is it good to work? Like if I'm trying to get student loans took off my credit report?
I mean, with time, yeah. So the software, the good part about the software is with time, everything will get removed. There's something that I posted this morning on my own Facebook for everybody that I was working with, that basically said to everybody that the reason that I succeed in credit repair, you don't, is you give up after the first round. Don't give up after the first round. You're already knee deep in it. Learn the system, and you will be able to get off everything that's there. Stop listening to the noise that's out there. So I'll give you guys some real data right now. I'll give you guys this data right now. The people that are doing credit repair right now in the system, and people that are promising 30-day deletions and 20-day deletions and 10 days deletions, are not doing it legally. And I know that for 100% sure. It is being recorded. It will be given at the end of class. So you have to set it at the end of the class, and then we'll give you guys the place to access it. So how do I know that? Like I said, I've been in this industry for 15 years. I know just by what you're charging, tell what actual process you're doing. And I can see with a lot of these people that they're not doing things that are compliant. I'm going to let everybody know this right now. Anybody that teaches you anything with FTC, CFPB, okay? I'm going to ask the consensus of the people in here right now. Does anybody know what an FTC report is? Come off mute if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, go for it.
Federal Trade Commission.
Okay, what does the Federal Trade Commission do? What is that? What is that report for?
That identity theft report?
Bingo. Let me ask you a question. Why would you submit an identity theft report if you don't have identity theft?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm asking, that's a legit question. So why is everybody telling you to do an identity theft report when you don't have identity theft? And if you do have
to get the stuff off the credit report.
But that's fraud. So you're committing fraud.
Yeah, right. Right.
So
yes,
if
sir.
somebody's telling you to commit fraud, do you know what the fine is if they find out that you committed fraud?
No.
$56,000 per item.
Yeah.
$56,000 per negative item. You know how I found that out? I got in touch.
Had to pay it.
No. Hell no. Hey, I would have left the damn country at that point if I had to pay that shit. No. I got in touch with a FTC attorney, and I asked them, because if somebody's go for it.
I can't hear you. Hello?
So, yeah, I can hear you. What'd you say?
I didn't hear. What was the question you asked?
I said, you know how I found that out?
Yeah, I heard you say you contacted an FTC attorney.
I contacted an FTC attorney. I asked him, what's the proper way of doing things? So if you're not compliant, ladies and gentlemen, you're doing things that is not in compliance. What happens? They're going to fine you for it. And when they fine you for it, they're going to come after big money because they want to make an example out of you. So at the end of the day, how do you do it properly? If you really did have fraud, did you go to a bank? Not a bank. Did you go to the police station?
Police. Yeah, make a police report.
You need to make a police report immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, this account is fraud, this account is fraud, this account is fraud, this account is fraud. Why? Because I take that police report, I send it to the FTC. Once I send that police report to the FTC does an investigation on it. When they do an investigation on it and they deem it as fraud, guess what happens? Guess what happens? They remove it with prejudice, which means it has the ability to never come back. So everybody that you talked to that did an FTC report and had that file come back, guess what? It's because they didn't find any fraud.
All right.
So now let's get rid of the 30, 60, 90 dayers. Get them out of here. We don't listen to them because they're full of crap.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get rid of them. And let's focus on two systems. There's only two systems. Metro 2 and FCRA. FCRA is the actual governing body of the law sets that are out there. It's called consumer law. And Metro 2 is the body that the Bureau created, the governing, it's called the CIDA. The book, it's 300 pages long on how you're supposed to report your documents. Okay? So if you have those two things, you understand that, you can go based upon everything else and get everything removed. But guess what? It still takes time. Even the attorneys that I've talked to tells me it still takes 6 to 8 months to get it removed via lawsuit. The only reason they come off quicker is because they throw you in a grouping in a lawsuit. So for everybody that knows this, everybody knows this information, you just got a crap ton of information that I gave you that is crazy with that. If you started with one attack for 1 month and stopped for 2 months, should you start with the second round or restart? First round, Kendrick, first round. But we'll get to that, okay? So in this system, the system is 100% compliant. So for everybody that asked, when you utilize this system, it's going to take a little longer because it's doing it the proper way. Does that make sense to everybody? Right from the jump, does that make sense that we're doing it right from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So you saying that the only two ways to dispute credit reports is Metro 2 and credit law, the FCRA?
Yeah,
consumer
law. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why? What is there another way that you know of?
No.
I'm like, if you do, give me that opportunity. That's the only way I know.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I tell a lot of people, they say they can get it off in 30 days, they're doing something illegal, man.
I always ask because legally by law, they have to tell you what they're doing. If they don't tell you what they're doing, don't trust them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So like I do credit repair. I got like 120 clients on, credit clients. I just been trying to learn this Metro 2 software.
If you got 120 clients and we can talk, I'll give you a one-on-one if you do your printing through me.
Yeah, I definitely do it. Cause I'm trying to automate this business anyway, so I definitely need to do a one-on-one. And I need to do a funding. I need to do a funding call, a one-on-one with you too.
You got the score machine?
Huh?
You got the score machine?
No, I had heard you say earlier that you did funding.
Okay.
So what I want to ask you is that
pump the brakes. Let's get through the credit. Okay. So the best part about this call, ladies and gentlemen, what we do is I go through the credit repair stuff. I'll do a Q&A with you, and at the end of the call, then I open it up for whatever questions you want. I don't want to jump ahead of things. I don't want to move into separate things because it can drag the call out. So let's get through the credit repair stuff. Let's go through it, and then we'll go into whatever questions you guys want at the end. Like I said, I'm a wealth of knowledge. You guys can ask me whatever you want. I don't care. I know I could stay on for 2 hours over here answering questions for you guys. It's not a problem. You guys are going to get a lot out of this class. Just be ready. Have a pen and a pad and a notepad, and we're going to go crazy. All right, Mr. Zoom user, what's your name so I don't keep calling you Zoom user?
Hey, Joe, that's what I was trying to see how I changed it. I couldn't
John.
do it.
Pleasure,
Joe. No, it's Joe.
Oh, Joe. Okay, Joe. I got you, man. All right, so I want to call you Joe now. All right, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the software uses a specific credit report. They use the one from My Free Score Now. So get the one that's from the software because they have something called the Epic Pro report that's unlocked for them. And that specialty report has stuff built in that the software can use to build a special attack letter for you. So you just click Get Credit Report and My Free Score Now. All right. Any questions on how to get the credit report? Put a 5 in the chat if we don't have any questions. I'm going to move on to the most important part. Get your pens and pencils ready and start taking notes. Joe, don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay.
All right, perfect. I got a couple 5s. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most unforgiving area inside of this software. When you click Manage All Users and Manage Profile, this section has to be utterly perfect. And why do I say that? Because this is the information that goes to the Bureau. When it goes to the Bureau, it needs to be perfect for them to actually start to remove stuff. If you do the wrong thing, then the system is going to fail you, and then that is going to cause an issue. So let's ride this, right? I'm going to fill this out for you. So for the first thing, when I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this slow because I know I do move a little fast. So if I'm on the home screen, I'm gonna go to Manage All Users. I'm gonna go to Profile, and then I'm make believe I got nothing here. Click Add Your First Profile. Now when I do this, I click this Show Hidden Fields. I want to click that thing over here, and now I'm gonna start filling in the data. Here's how I fill in the data, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice and easy, right? Here's my first name. Here's my middle name. I'm going to move over to the last name box. I'm going to fill in my last name. And I'm going to fill in my suffix. Now, if you have more than one last name, because people do have that, put both of them in the box. Your date of birth. Done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these 3 boxes right here should come from one document. Now, the document that I suggest to use is the passport. Why? The passport does not have an address on it. And because the passport does not have an address on it, you don't need to worry about where you're currently living. Now, Ali, I do not have a passport. Use an ID or a driver's license. Either of them is fine. Ladies and gentlemen, the next document that you should pick up after you put your passport down is your social security card. Ali, I don't have a social security card. Ray, drop the link in the chat. Your replacement social security card is on the top. Okay. Ray also dropped, he got a little excited. He gave you 2 other links in there, guys. The replacement social security card link is at the top. Always have a picture of your social security card. You're allowed you're allowed 6 free social security cards. Go get your social security card. It is an important document. Now, if you do not have it on you and do not want to wait, want to get started today, use a W-2 or the first page of your tax statement and make sure the social security box is filled in. Okay. The phone number is needed for the software. Just put the phone number in. So it's easy. And then the last piece. This is my favorite piece, ladies and gentlemen. Ray already got ahead of it. Okay. Bank account. I need a statement from your bank account. I don't want any other documents. Don't ask me any other documents. I don't have a bank account. Nope. In the chat, I gave you 2 free bank accounts that you guys can go sign up for. Take those 2 accounts, go get a free account, put $10 in that account, and now you get a free statement every month that you don't have to pay for, that gives you a statement that's not attached to anything that you need to do. There's no NFs in there, no nothing. Don't let that bank account go to 0, and you're perfect. You can use this every single month. You update your bank account, you update your bank statement inside the software, and you're going to utilize said address. So your address, this is how it goes. 8. Spell it out. If it's Northwest, write out Northwest. 12th, and then street, I spell out street. Apartment 14C, Northeast Tower. Everything is spelled out. City. It is the city that is on your bank statement. The state that is on your bank statement. And it is the zip code that is on your bank statement. That is it. If you do it like that, you will never. Yo, Joe, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, looked like you were falling asleep, bro. Or I was like, yo, am I doing good right now?
No, yeah. I'm driving. I can't fall asleep.
Oh, I thought you was falling asleep, man. I'm like, you good? It is the address and zip code and everything that is on your bank statement. You need to make sure that you utilize your bank statement. So, 3 documents, ladies and gentlemen: passport, social security card, bank statement. What happens if you don't have those 3? Then they qualify after ID, driver's license, W-2 tax return, or realistically, you should be able to get a bank statement because I showed you how to do it. But if not, go in and get, what the heck is that called? Go in and get a utility bill from the house. Water, cable, phone, whatever you can get that comes to the house that comes in via mail. Okay? Good? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pause over here. Questions. This is the most important part of getting ready, the pre-prep part before the letter. You screw up here, they send you something called a document verification letter. If they send you that document verification letter, that means your round is void. Done. Does not go through. That means you have wasted money. Whether you printed it yourself or you printed it with me, you have now wasted money. So questions right here. Anybody have any questions? People are dropping off.
Good evening, Ali. How are you?
How are you, Michelle? How's
I'm
everything?
well. I'm well at work. So I did do my second attempt at my first round, and I neglected to provide a bank statement. I used a utility bill. What is the probability that they will what's the words I'm looking for?
The probability of you getting it pushed back
Yeah.
is the probability of a stall letter is going to be a little higher. For example, say the bank statement lowers the stall letter down to 60%, it might raise it up to 70%. That's it. The reason, Michelle, that we want the bank statement, it's a very good question that you asked. The reason that we want the bank statement is people are afraid to provide people bank statements because it has their money in it. But nobody ever thought of opening up a fintech bank, putting $10 in the account and letting the bank statement ride. That's why I'm giving you guys a major hack and a major gem towards how to hack the system. Because now I lower that stall letter chance for you because now we sent out a SoFi account bank statement. We sent out a Chime account bank statement, which is a legitimate bank. Make sense?
This makes perfect sense. I have multiple bank accounts, maybe Federal, Bank of America, but I hadn't yet changed the address. And so it took some time for me to get another statement. I'll do that moving forward.
Michelle, pick up the phone and call the bank. Tell them I need this updated immediately. Can you update it immediately? Some banks are willing to go with you. Some banks are not. But I normally I know so my guy at Chase, when I call the guy at Chase, he'll do it for me 24 hours. He'll get it updated in the system. He'll have the previous bank statement with the previous address on it.
Excellent.
Because that's a bank statement. It's got to go out to where it needs to go. But some banks are a little longer. Some banks are a little more tedious, but I'm not going to tell you who can and cannot. But again, when you're doing business with some of these banks and you have some of these built-in relationships, that'll help you get that done. But if you don't have that, I just showed you the best way to do it.
Okay. Next question. Well, no, you said leave questions to the end. Okay, that's
Leave,
it.
yes. If it's if it's question that's dealing with right here, ask it. If it's not dealing right here, it's got something to do with another part of the software, ask it after.
Okay.
Well, I got a question.
Go for
You
it.
said on the address it need to be spelled out. Like I got a Chime Bank right now, but mine's like for the road and it's like
Spell
west.
RD. It says RD. That's fine.
I'm saying like my road's like west. It like West Garrett, but on my statement it just got the W on there. Like
Yeah,
do I need
that's
to go change
yeah.
change on my statement to
No, no,
west?
no, 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 no. I want you to write everything out. The bank made that post come to you. It got the statement got to you. It has the W. But here's the thing. Can you argue with me if I wrote northwest out that it's not northwest, or can you argue with me if I wrote W out and it got messed up?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you right.
Okay.
So when I
Go.
make mine, it need to say west, like the actual little word west.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Yes, RJ, we give the access to the classroom. It's not in the classroom. It goes to YouTube. We can give it at the end of class. So I give you a link and you can go through all the things at the end of class. Just stay on. I promise you, it'll be good. Because your bank statement says west, that's okay. It says W, but you're gonna write out over here west.
Okay, I got you.
You're gonna write west because at the top of the letter, I want everybody to think about this. If the letter goes in, it's raining one day, something happens, and the ink tends to smudge a little bit, right? Do you think they're not going to be able to read northwest?
Yeah, you right.
That's the game. You gotta play. You gotta play to win, guys. You have to play to win. You cannot play to lose. So Ev, you're gonna do everything. Well, you didn't need to spell that all out. Well, I did. What you gonna do about it? Nothing, because that's the actual address. You live at 123 West Jones Drive, right? Well, you spelled Jones out. You're gonna put DR for drive, right? Forget about spell out drive. I live at this. Is that the same place? Yes. If you abbreviate it, it's still the same place, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we got nothing to worry about because it's the same place.
All right.
All right. Beautiful. Any other questions over here? I'm gonna show you guys what a good one looks like.
Hey, yeah, I have a quick question. So
Sure.
just to clarify, so I did a previous dispute before, right? And wrote my letter. But the documents that I attached was my driver's license, social security card, and a utility bill. And then one of them came back that, the verification thing. Is that why? Because I didn't send a bank statement.
It's not because you didn't send a bank statement. It's because they're gonna play the game. But because so they could have had a problem with the driver's license. They could have had a problem with the social security card. They could have had a problem with the utility bill. You can't pinpoint it because we didn't. And the reason I'm saying is, first off, I didn't look at your documents. I don't know what your documents look like, so I can't tell you anything. But at the same time, that if I looked at your documents, I'm gonna be straight with you. They're gonna look at the utility bill and they're gonna put that stall letter higher on the utility bill, right? Because why? You could defraud a utility bill. You can take a utility bill and make a utility bill on ChatGPT today, right? But the other documents is going to be harder to defraud with numbers and things like that. So we need to make sure that when we're doing it, we understand how to do it perfectly, and we do the system correctly. That's why I tell you guys that driver's license, passport has a harder chance to get a document verification letter than an actual driver's license. It's a lot of things that you guys can do that they look at that it turns them to say, okay, well, we can't send out a document verification letter. I've been doing this printing for this company for 3 years. I want everybody to know this right now. In 3 years, only 2 of my clients have document verification letters. In 3 years. We go back and we scrutinize the shit out of everything. So if I don't like it, I don't send it out. But if it looks good and sends it out, well, your documents look good. I can't go any further than that. They still have the final call. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Is it Nini? Is it Nini?
It is.
My wife's cousin's name is Nini. I was like, I think that's how she says it.
Yep.
All right, beautiful. All right. Are we good to move on from this page over here? Got people dropping like flies, man. What the hell? There's got to be another class at 7:00. I don't know who's on who's on before 7, man. We got a bunch of people drop off. All right, let's go. Okay. So now, when I'm done over here, I don't fill out anything else. Why? What I want to do is there's a lot of people utilizing the software to actually run credit repair companies. So because they're running credit repair companies, what I tend to do is I'll say to everybody, I said, do not fill this in, click save. If an error pops up, I don't have to fill all the data in all over again. All I got to do is fill out the broken data. So whatever, if the email address is, I can change the email address. Now, guys, emails, things like that. What I'd like to do, here's a hack. For the people that are doing it for themselves, go create a new email address. Do not utilize an existing email address inside of the software. Go create a new email address. Something easy, something simple, like first name, last name, and your favorite number at gmail.com, at Yahoo, Pronto, whatever you want to do. Okay. And utilize it for your credit repair. Anything that you're doing for your credit repair, run under that new email address. What we'll do is it will help you keep everything organized and check it all the time. Check it once a day at least to see if anything's coming in. If you go over there, create stuff for the bureaus, put your data and information over there. Make sense? Put a 5 in the chat if we got that. Perfect.
I had a question, brother.
Go for it. Go for it, Callie.
For the clients, do the emails gotta be the hold on. Do the emails gotta be their emails or my emails? And
No,
their emails as well?
you would want to use their emails, but let's be real. If you have to make a new one for them that you control, I would make a new one for them that I control. So at the end of the day, that I have access, because a lot of people. So what you guys should be doing, just to give you a thing, not Credit Karma, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion should be under an email address that you control, so that in case you get something back from the bureau, you can see it in the email address. So that's good, always good data, so that they at the end of their credit repair conquest, you give them the email address, or if they leave you, you just give them the email address and say, here's all the information, here's everything that's come through, everything that's I've done. Because when the dispute gets there and a file goes in dispute, FYI, you get an email for that. I don't know if everybody else knows that. If a file goes into dispute on the bureau, you get an email. So if everything is set up correctly, it doesn't get thrown to spam. So if you have a proper email address set up just for credit repair, you will start to get all the data as the credit repair is going through. Joe, have you ever heard of that?
What did you say?
Creating an email address just for credit repair.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would the phone number be mine as well, or the client's?
No, clients, because if you get somebody else to work inside the software for you, this phone number will be a contact for them that they can get in touch with them. Think of this as a CRM. It's just things to keep in touch. Make sense?
Yep.
All great questions.
Thank you.
All right. So we good here. We got a bunch of 5s. I'm going to move on and show you guys what an account looks like. So here's what an account looks like. So when I fill everything out, here's all the data at the top. These are all test data, right? But then I come down, and this is how I perfectly set up a file. Here's your driver's license. Here's your passport. Here's your social security card, and here's your here's my Chase bill. Now watch, Ali. You didn't teach us how to upload it. You see this choose a file box right here? It says please upload document proof identification. I'll literally click choose file. I'll scroll down over here. And where's that document? Here's that document. I'll select that document. Now, here's the just to give you guys the idea. Look, I was doing credit repair for myself. Here's my passport. Okay, but here's the document right here. I click that and it'll go over here. That's the same one. If I got to do social security card, let's scroll down to social security card. Here's a social security card. And if I go down over here and I choose my bank statement, where's my bank statement? Where the heck is that bank statement? Here's the bank statement. So now, once all that's done, now, ladies and gentlemen, if you look over here, I label these documents first name, last name, first name, last name. And then I label what type of document it is. This one's a passport card. This one's a social security card. This one's the proof of address. Once I do that, I hit save. Why? Because if I'm ever doing this in the system and I want to come over here and I want to label it and I want to look at it, I know when I get to the next screen, I'll show you guys, I know that it's uploaded perfect. And that's what it looks like. Now, let's go look at a file that doesn't have a passport. So here you go. So this is the driver's license. The driver's license has the old address, not the new address. Just give you that. Driver's license has the old address. It's in Kansas. Here's your social security card, and here's your bill. Same bill, but the reason that I do this is to show you guys this bill over here is from California. It's from Sunnyvale, California. So at the end of the day, she doesn't live in Topeka, Kansas anymore, so that can cause an issue. But what happens is we try to best mitigate the issues as possible by putting in that proof of address. Not the proof of address, the passport. And then here's your address. Here's your address. Here's the city. Here's the state. Everything all filled out with all the documents proven perfectly. Done. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to upload the credit report. Does anybody have any questions? I hope I'm not going too fast on what it is. Everybody good over here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so let's go over here. I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to get ready to upload an account. So now I'm just going to do my free score now, the new version of my free score now. I'm not going to do the older version of my free score now. I'm just going to do the new version of my free score now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this person's data out of here. Ray, do me a favor, send it to me on Slack. Okay.
Sure. Let me just 1 second.
All right. Once I do that, okay. Thank you, Ray. Okay. So now we've selected my free score now. No, you don't, RJ, you don't got to worry about it. You can use your driver's license. You can use your driver's license. I just want you to understand something. If it doesn't match, it's going to throw you off. So if you have your passport, great. Go with that. That's the best document. Remember, I said best and usable. Now watch. Here's the thing. I'm going to log in. When I log in, it's going to come to this. It's going to come to this login screen. When I log into my free score now, you're going to see this. Give it a second. Okay. Let's pull the credit report. Everything is good. I can see everything that's going on. Now, I'm going to come up here to this golden circle over here, and I'm going to click my profile. And now I need to go here. Secure access control. Secure access control is the token. I need to generate a client token. Okay. So when I generate a client token, I'm going to come back to the software and I'm going to look for credit report monitoring sites. It should say nothing here. If you have something there, it'll show something different. So I'm going to click the plus sign, and already it's got the Epic Pro Report V2 ready. Okay. I have the monitoring password and tokens going to be here. So now I click this and it'll give me the opportunity to copy, and the email address is the actual username. So here's the username. And I have the token inside of my software, because once you have that token, you cannot regenerate without resetting the system. This client was nice enough to give me their information. So if I click regenerate, I'm going to screw up their whole system. And then I click save. I'm done. How many people need me to redo that again?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can you use smart credit, or this is only for my free score now?
Smart credit. Has been. Oh, you got a reverb. Smart credit has been removed. Smart credit has been removed. I think something had happened with the software that smart credit didn't want to work with them. So whatchamacallit? They stopped working with Smart Credit. My Free Score now is the one that they work with. My Score IQ and Identity IQ is the companies that they work with. Personally, I'm gonna be straight with you. I don't work with Smart Credit or My Score IQ. I don't work with either of them. Not My Score. I got My Free Score now. I only work with My Score IQ.
Hey, is it my score IQ part of Identity IQ?
Yeah, they're a part of IDIQ. Yes, they're out of yes, same company, but one pulls the FICO score, the other one pulls the Vantage. Because again, Joe, you were talking about funding. If you're doing funding, why are you not pulling the FICO score?
Yeah, you need FICO.
Bingo.
So out of those two, who pulls FICO? My score?
My score. Look, save the question. Save those questions. I got some gems I can drop on you guys after with all that stuff. Miss Ortega, like I got great things that I can give you at the end of class. With that, save that until the end. Just do we get this part? Because I'm gonna drop some stuff on you guys just to tell you like what pulls I have where. Okay, so I'll give you guys at the end of class. Miss Ortega, is everybody good over here? Put a 5 on the chat if we good to understand how to pull a credit report. Hi, Princess. Good morning. How was your nap with mommy? Want to come to daddy? No? Okay. Half hour, maybe. Huh? 5. Perfect. Let's move. Okay. So we're good. We know how to pull the credit reports in. Now we're going to go to actually how to set up the letter. I have a question. When questions are allowed regarding dispute portion. We're going into the dispute portion right now, King. Give me a couple of minutes to go through the dispute portion. If I don't answer your question in that, then yes, save your question to when we're able. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for being understanding of that. I appreciate that. All right. So we set up the profile. We've gone through the data. We know the data is good. We know the pictures look good. Look, guys, they should look like this. Everything looks good. The images, the upload, everything's done. We click save. We're good to now attack the file. When we go to attack the file, we're going to go to send rounds of attack. And now we're going to get ready to send our first round out. And this is how we're going to do it when we start sending our first round out. Our first round, if you have nothing here, you're just going to click to go rounds of attack. But if you do, something's going to be here and you can show that. Now, I just want to show this for reference for everybody that's in this software. When I tell you this software can generate 200 something letters, I'm telling you it can generate 300 something letters. I am not joking. It generated 204 on this round, 117 on this round, 324 on this round, 217, and 199. Just to give you guys that idea. I can force the software to do whatever I want it to do. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Now, once I'm here, I click go to the attack area. Now I'm in the attack area getting ready to rock and roll. I'm going to select the client. I'm going to select the client that we set up, Miss Samples. And now there's 2 ways that I can do this. If I don't want to learn how to utilize the system as a power user, I literally click maximum effective focus. And then if I don't want to print the letters and mail them off myself and go to the post office, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the printer. My team is in here learning as well. I come over here and then I write this discount code inside, which gives you a different pricing structure. And I click generate. Now, why did I teach you to click this? This effective focus will generate over 100 letters. My team knows which letters don't need to go out. Because they know which letters don't need to go out, even if it does generate 100 letters, they will go in and say, okay, out of the 100 letters, it generated 30 good letters. We're going to invoice you for 30 good letters. Instead of invoicing you for 100 letters, they take out all the garbage, all the stuff that doesn't need to go out. Instead of sending out the weakest attack possible, which is this maximum efficiency focused. So just letting you guys know, I go maximum effective focus, and then my team, if you print with us, they'll pull the bad letters out because they already know what needs to be done. Now,
So
go for it.
what is do it yourself attack letter
I'm
focus?
not. You got a question on those 2 things? I'm not there yet. Give me 2 seconds.
All right.
Give me 2 seconds. We got questions here, right here.
Yeah, so
Go,
the
Nina.
example you gave is it generated over 100 letters. So that means that one client had like 100 different accounts that they disputed, or they generated letters like different variations of a letter for a specific account.
No, it can. So what happens is when they generate those 100 letters, it can generate secondaries, it can generate the creditor letters, and it can generate the Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian letters. Now, by generating that, it doesn't matter how many accounts you have. It's going to generate the software is going to generate the maximum what it feels to get the job done the right way. But what happens is some of those letters are going to show up and go to the bureau, the places that are not going to do anything. Addresses don't match up, things don't match up. So what happens is you wind up paying for something that you're going to get returned to. And Nini, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you this directly to you. Would you be happy if I sent out 50 letters on your behalf and 25 came back with the address not correct on it?
No,
You would be pissed at me, correct?
right?
You wouldn't get pissed at the software, correct?
Exactly.
You're going to get pissed at the person that sent it out. So what happens is over doing this for 3 years, we knew what doesn't work. We know what gets returned back to the clients. So instead of sending out a letter, wasting postage, wasting paper, wasting time, instead we stop that, we cut it off, and we send them out to where they need to go. So like I said, my team has been doing the research for this for a long time. We know what needs not to go out. So we handle that with you. But a lot of people, they don't care. They'll be like, look, I don't need you to print it. I'll print it myself. And they'll send out the 100 letters. They'll get 50 in return. And you know what they'll say in the intermittent course as well? Software doesn't work because I got 50 returned. They don't join this class. What happens is you got to know what letters to send out when. That's why I was like, Kylen, Keelan, man, damn it. I told you I was going to screw it up.
Yeah.
Callan, I said to him, wait, because we're not at the other part, because the power user part is where everybody should be. It is you learning how to utilize the software at the highest level, not at, hey, just go out and let the AI do it for me. AI is great, but we have to learn how to control the AI in the best way possible. I don't want 100 letters. I would rather 24 letters pinpointed exactly the where it needs to go properly than 100 letters of nonsense. Would everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay. So, ready, guys? Who wants to learn how to be a power user? Put power user in the chat. Only one person? Okay, 2 people. There we go. Here we go. Yo, Marco, you couldn't even put the O and the E. You had to you literally had to skip over 2 letters, man. Yes. King, are you raising your hand or are you going like me? That's a good one. I like that. I got you. I got you. That's a new one. I like that. I like that. All right, cool. Let's go. So now instead I click do it yourself. When I do it myself, it gives me the foresight to pick the most aggressive AI and pick the way that the AI works. Now I'm going to give you guys cheat sheets and stuff like that when we go through here to help you way through it. All right. So I'm going to click do it myself. I'm going to click out the information. Now, the one thing that I want you guys to understand, when it says this for the PPAMs and it says name, email, phone number, do not put your client's information in it. Your client is not my client. They are your client. You are my client. Okay. Now, for the people that are doing them to yourself, you're the client as well. So that's fine. But for the people that have clients, do not put their information. I want it to you because I'm your last set of eyes before your letters go out to the bureau or they get paid. So when I look at it, I'm not sending your client, hey, you did this wrong. You uploaded the wrong document, this, that, and the third. I don't want you to have that negativity on you. So put your information. So when you get a text from me, you'll be like, oh shit, Ali, my bad. Okay. So I'll send out the next round. I'll send out the new file over with the proper information because we're going to double check everything for you. So make sure that it's your data, your information. So when we do the review, everything is done correctly. So now I click generate. And now here what happened. Ray's going to give you the first cheat sheet. The first cheat sheet works like this. Your work to execute box is your AIs. When Ray shows you this is the first thing. This is the level of aggression. So these level of aggressions are broken up by most aggressive to least aggressive. Now, what happens is what I would tier it as high aggression, mid aggression, low aggression, or least aggression. In the sentiment over here, these two are high aggression, these two are mid aggression, these two are low aggression. Okay, and when I look at that, these two are the ones that we're gonna go with. Now, MPEP and MPEC. Why do I teach you guys MPEP and MPEC instead of teaching you the name? Because there's multiple softwares in the system, and it's easier to teach everybody if we have a name, a subname that we're working with instead of indemnity. Not everybody has indemnity. So instead, it's MPEP or MPEP. That is the most, quote unquote, the most aggressive. The second most aggressive is MPEC. Now, my colleagues, because I have other colleagues, my other colleagues, I'm utilizing M2 Gala. My attack area looks nothing like this. Yet, King, you are in a whole different game. King, hold off over here. Don't go nowhere. I know I haven't utilized that system yet, but I know a couple of things about it. So me and you could talk. I've utilized both. I use the MPEC. There you go. M2 Go repairs. Okay. Opulence. I use the Opulence, which is the MPEC. Why? MPEP is being used by all the colleagues, including the one you're using, Mr. King, which is M2 Gala. They're using the highest level of attack, which Oscar, if you have 1,000 letters coming in a day with the same thing, Oscar is going to pick up the thing that's going to cause another stall letter. But if we change the derivative of how the actual letter looks and the format and the structure of it, we change the way that Oscar looks at the system. And the way that we do that is by picking a different AI writer and then changing up some of the features inside of here. That's why a lot of people don't realize how powerful the software is, because you can change the AIs. So here I pick AI. I would pick AI 2 instead of AI 1. And then I'm just going to pick my round. Now, how do the rounds go? Ladies and gentlemen, the rounds go 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240 days, every 30 days. So if you make a mistake, you don't go to the 60 day, you just go stay at the 30 days. This is 30 days. So I'm in the first 30 days. This is what I'm going to do. And now here's how I'm going to work the system. I want the most aggressive attack. Blue is not. Blue is the most cost-effective attack. So if you have a client that is a little strapped for cash, you check all in blue, put 6 over here, put default, 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 and you run the system like this. Okay? If that's the key, you have a client that's not, thank you, Ray. That's what I was waiting for. If you have a client that wants to go more aggressive, we click that check all in green. We change this to unlimited, and we still leave it default, 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 and we go to the next page. Why did I do that? Because I want to make sure that the software splits everything up. Why? In the blue, it sends everything in one letter. In the green, it separates the letters as it sends it out to the bureaus. What do I mean? It separates the categories. So if you have a late payment, it gives you one letter for late payment. If you have one for student loans, it's going to give you one for student loans. If it gives you one for charge off, it's going to give you one for charge off. If it's one for bankruptcy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's why. But the other one, the blue, takes all of those, puts it in one document and says, here, bureau, take it. So that looks more like a credit repair agency than the split letters. Make sense, guys? All right. Now, ready for this? I'm going to drop a bomb on you guys. This is going to be cool. Ready? Ray, give them the cheat sheet, but I'm going to ask a question over here. When I come over here, I go to this little orange circle. This little orange circle is going to give me all the accounts on here. What do you guys think is the positive account? What color is it?
The green.
Good job, Michelle. How about somebody who was not here before? Okay, nobody else. All right. So the green ones. Because it's the green ones, I like to say green for money. So let's go to hide positive accounts. Let's come over here. And now we got rid of all the accounts. And because we got rid of all the accounts, now we can focus on the negatives. Now, Ray gave you guys a cheat sheet. I'm going to show you how this makes your life easier. When I come over here to the purple, I'm going to click the purple. It's going to pop up over here. I'm literally going to open up the cheat sheet. I'm going to split my screen with the cheat sheet. I'm going to open this up next to it. I got account 1, and I'm going to watch this. I'm literally going to go step by step and break it down with the colors. Ready? Watch this. Oh, Ray, you changed this? You put these in white?
They were white.
Oh, okay. Oh, they were. All right.
Mm.
Watch this. You got 1. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to scroll over 1. 1 is going to pop up over here. What color is 1? 1 is purple. So if what I could do is, before I do anything, I'm going to take that purple. I'm going to come over to the cheat sheet. I'm going to see what's purple. Well, the matching purple color of 1 is over here as personal information. Well, let's double check it. Type of reported issue is the negative items on the letter. Personal identifier information, which is whatchamacallit, which is PI, personal identifier, attack. That's what I want, attack and green. Done. As simple as that. That's it. Now let's do number 2, which now I'm gonna leave it up to the chat. Chat, if I click on number 2, what is the negative item? And I'll go over here and I'll put this on 1. What is the negative item? Right? What type of negative item it is?
Inquiries?
Who said that? Good job, Miss Ortega. Good job. Good job, Nini. Perfect. Check mark. Done. Now watch this. Everything in this brown color is an inquiry. We don't even need to look at it because it matches. It literally matches perfect. So because everything in this brown color is an inquiry, that's it. We move on to 25. Now, do me a favor, guys. What is 25? Now, I'm going to select 25 and tell me what it is. I'm going to come over here. What's 25, guys? See how many people paying attention. Come on, Nini. Match them.
It look like a collection.
Okay. But what is it? Use the cheat sheet, guys. Use
Public
the cheat
records.
sheet. It's not public records. Public records is yellow.
The charge off.
What type of charge off?
Student loan.
What?
My bad.
All
You
right.
had the mouse on it. That's why I got it wrong. My bad.
Oh, it's okay.
It's a student loan charge off, brother.
It's a student loan charge off. Where is that? Where you see that?
The SLCC, right? You're hovering over 25, right there.
20,
Well, now tell us.
25. You sure that's it? Look at the color. What color is it?
Student loan charge off.
Like a pink.
It's not a pink, guys. Is it
It's
coming up?
red. You say all other charge off
No.
in collection.
There we go. Who got it?
Me, Callan.
How did you get that? What color is it?
Red.
It's red. Perfect. So red, and it's here, guys. It's that I'm that's why I'm letting everybody guess in the sentiment of what it is, and I'm gonna show you guys how to verify it, because the way that they built this system is one thing that I had a problem with is exactly this one. The type of reported issue did it exactly what Nini said. She said charge off. She would have been 100% right if that was the right answer. So what happens is that's why we built the cheat sheet. So that's why everything matches up, because it's not a student loan charge off because they have student loan charge off. And it's not a medical collection because it's not any of these. None of these popped up. So what is it? It's literally an AOCC was all other charge off and all other charge off and collections. Right, I'm making you co-host. I couldn't get to the screen fast enough.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit? It's all other charge off and collections because it's not only the red match, but because of that. Hold on, my internet's tripping. Thanks for logging off, coming back. Excuse me. No problem. Yeah, that's fine. That's the key. So we know that's why it is. That's why I wanted that was the trick question. I wanted everybody to try to figure that trick question out and work through it. That's why the cheat sheet exists, is because this is the only problem that they need to fix. So now watch. Let's do it one more time. 27 color doesn't match because it's the last one. So when we come to 27, we have to do it the other way. We have to come over here. We have to look at type of reported issue, read it, all other delinquency rates 1 to 2, come down to the thing, find it, and check it off. So now I have charge off and this. Now I'm done. So now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do a different credit report, and we're going to follow the same system, right? Because that did confuse people, and I'm okay with that. So let's do a different credit report. I'm going to bring up another credit report for you guys. I want you guys to do it again. We're going to run it the same way. I'm glad. I'm glad that everybody is here, that literally you guys are staying engaged. That's perfect. I appreciate everybody. So I'm going to turn off this hide positive items on and off one more time. And we're going to run the system the same way. It's forever this credit report wound up screwing up. Hold on. Let me get Brave up. For some odd reason, this credit report hates Google. Into Phenom. Okay. All right, watch this. Let's do the same thing. So now I'm going to do the same thing as I go through. Do it myself. I'm just literally going to blast through this. Okay, come over here. Do opulence. Do opulence 1. Check all. Unlimited default. 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 And now hit next. Now let's do it. Let's do it one more time. Let's do the same thing one more time. Okay, ready? Let's lower this. I'm going to open up a new system. I'm going to open up a new page. We're going to do this one because it's a different credit report. This is how I would do it with every single credit report. I open up the client's information. I'll come over here. I check all the stuff. He's got a lot of greens. Let's click hide positive items and start with the first negative item. So here's the first negative item. So what's the first negative item? Let's put it in the chat. I'm going to let you guys do this. What's the first negative item? Oh. Good job, Miss Ortega. Hold on. Who said that? I heard somebody say the wrong answer, so I want to make sure we got that right here. First negative item, number 1 over here. Look at number 1. Look over here, type of reported issues. I'm going to click it. Tell me what 1 is. Whoever said that. I heard somebody say inquiries.
Yeah, that's an inquiry.
It's not an inquiry, boss. The first item. What is number 1? Here's the first item right here.
Oh, that's some student loan.
Where's the student loan again, my friend? I want you to follow through with me because I think you're just guessing now. Ready? If I click on number 1, right? I'm going to reset it. If I click on number 1, I'll go over here to negative item, type of reported issue. What does that say, my friend?
Oh, that's personal information.
Perfect. Always come here on the cheat sheet Match the color. The color is purple. It's that dark purple. Come up here. The dark purple is personal information. Got me?
Gotcha.
Bingo. Now we're going to go over here. We're going to check that. We're going to do it again one more time. We're going to come over here to number 2. What's number 2? Put it in the chat, guys.
Inquiry.
Bingo. Inquiry. I'm going to come and check off that inquiry. Now, look at all these. When we have everything that's in the same color, we don't need to go back. So we're going to go to 41. Now, here's the trick. What's 41 over here?
Mm.
It says it right here. That's why I'm teaching you guys how to do this. You got to learn how to read it in both places. So both places says this is an inquiry, right? But Ali, why is it green?
It must be an inquiry to like a open account.
It's connected to the best account. Very good.
Oh, okay.
Says it right there. Very good. Very, very good. So realistically, we don't want to attack this. So I'll come over here down to the bottom and I click remove this content box. I'm going to do the same thing with 42. I'm going to come over here because it's the same thing. And I'm going to remove this content box. Now I remove that. Let's go to 87. What's 87? I'm going to click 87. What's 87?
All other delinquency. Late.
Keep going. Keep finishing it. Finish it.
1 to 2.
Bingo. Good job. Let's go now. Let's go to 88. What's 88?
Student loan.
Keep going.
Derogatory late. 3 plus.
Perfect. Okay. Go to 89. What's 89?
Charge law.
What is the
That-
charge?
AOCC.
Who said it? Who said it?
Nene. I
Good
got it
job.
wrong last time.
Good job, Nene. Good job. AOCC. Match the colors, guys. That's why I built it for you. Me and my team built this for you guys because we knew who was screwing up on what. Remember how I told you the software is unforgiving? This is how you let it forgive you because you're double checking everything as you go through it. Okay, we did all the AOCCs. We're done. Well, hold on. Let's see. 94 and 87 match. Let's just double check it. It's there. We can keep moving. So 94, 95 match. Let's go to 96. 96 is student loan derogatory late. Well, do we have that? We do. The credit report's red. We got all the check marks. We know the most aggressive way to attack this file. Does that make sense to everybody? Did I lose everybody, or is it like, oh my God, it's easy? It's not hard.
So I got a question on it. When it like the student loan and the late payment, does it take like the whole account, the whole student loan account off, or does it take just the late payment off?
Does it take the whole account off? Well,
yeah,
it could do one of two things. The system, if it goes on the Metro 2 and the Metro 2 derives it to remove the account, to remove the account. If the payment is still active, it's going to remove the active payment. If the account is still active. On a closed account, it'll most likely remove the account.
Oh, okay. I got another. Well, never mind. You can keep going.
Realistically, a derogatory account is still a derogatory account, even with age. When coming to funding, you don't want any derogatories. Make sense?
Okay.
So now that we did that, guys, I'm going to go through the last piece over here. Very simple, very easy. You remember when I told you first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, social security, first name, last name, proof of address, first name, last name, passport card?
Mm-hmm.
I did that for a reason. So when I come down over here, it tells me at the end of the letter, this is the images that it's going to include. Well, we know all the images are correct. So now we're going to go up to the top. We're going to click over here, client info. Let's double check that info one more time before you send it out to my team. Why are you clicking that info one more time before you're sending it out to my team? Because you want to make sure that you're the last line of defense. If you're the last line of defense and everything works, it'll be fine. Okay, so good. So now, all done. We're going to reset the system. We're going to put the attack number, same attack. And now I'm going to check all in red. Ali, why are you checking in all in red? Because we've already set up the system. We know what to attack. So now, hold on. I just want to make sure. I think this is the right. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I know what to attack. And because I know what to attack, I just follow it. Personal information, I'm going to check in green. I'm going to come back, look at it again. I'm going to follow all inquiries. All inquiries, I'm going to check in green. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go down. I'm going to see, okay, no student loan charge off, no medical charge off, but I got an all other charge off and collection. I'm going to check that in green. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I got student loan derogatory lates. That's about underneath that. I'm going to check that in green. I have no medical, no all other, no student loan, no medical. I got all of the delinquencies. I'm going to match it. Now watch, guys. If I look at these check boxes are going to match perfectly. Do you see that? Check. 1, 2, 3, no checks. Four no checks. 1, 2, 3, 4 no checks. Check, 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 check. 2 empty, check. 1 empty, check. Perfect. The check all doesn't matter because we're not checking everything. You see how the cheat sheet makes your life easy? Now, all I do, this is at the end, guys. Ready? Write this down. How many green check boxes do we have with a check mark inside? Come on, put it in the chat, guys.
5.
5. Perfect. How many credit bureaus are there, ladies and gentlemen? Bingo. 5 times 3 is what?
15.
Yep, bingo. 5 times 3 is 15. So they used to, I remember a question back in the day used to ask when we first got started, when I was the other teacher was here. Why 3? The greens are 3. Anytime that you click on blue, it's 6. Look, here's why. You got to send it to 3 credit bureaus. So you got to times it by 3. That's it. Once I started that, everybody stopped asking me the question, why 3? So now you got 3 credit bureaus, you put 15. Default. And now you hit next. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you shit that nobody ever taught you before. Right? Ready? The software has the ability to change the AI inside of the AI. You know how you do it? You come to document options. And you change it from colored to print with black and white. It's not going to change the color of the thing and leave it the standard. No, it's going to change the whole format of the letter that goes out. So I literally click that, print with black and white, right? I click include all 3 bureaus because that's the Metro 2 standard, and I hit generate the letter. I'm done. I just generated the letter for you guys so everybody can see that. That's the proper way to generate a letter. That is the proper way to generate a letter every single time. I taught you how to change yourself different than everybody else. I taught you how to make yourself better than everybody else. I taught you how to go through the system the right way. I taught you how to, I need to sign up ASAP. Watch this. I taught you how to do that. Now watch. This file generated 21 letters because it went through the inquiries. Okay, now watch. Now generated, look, how to generate the collection charge off. Here's the new AI. Here's the system and how it looks. With the letters and everything, with the breakdown. With the law. This is round 1, so it's not crazy. But it generated 25 pages for all the negative items. See that, guys? That's how simple it is. Now, guys, I make this shit easy for you guys because I've been doing it so damn long. So now I'm going to give everybody a gift today. Here's the gift. My team helps with printing. Normally, I don't help people that don't print with us. Normally, we're exclusive to people that print with us. But if you need help, Ray, drop the phone number for everybody in here. Phone number's in the chat. Text us at any time. We'll be able to text us. Don't call, text. For the only reason is sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, so I know that your whole, Mr. King, your whole dispute sequence on M2 Gala is completely different on your attack area. And I've watched it, but I need to see the software. So if you want to share your screen, I'll be able to work with you. But before we do that, I just want to ask for everybody over here. Oh, you're sending pictures. Okay, let's see what we got. I know I was listening. My bad. I'm very tuned in. Oh, you're good, bro. I don't mind it. Shay, let's get through class. Let people ask questions. We'll go through the stuff, and then I got you. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things that I have as well that you guys can work with. But I know people are getting locked in, so just lock in. Questions are the door is open now. I want everybody to understand that when the door is open, you can ask well to allow the AI to do the thinking. But I'm sure there's a dispute sequence. So Mr. King, just let me go through this. I got you. Nini, go for it.
Okay, so I just discovered, I guess, your platform, the Score Machine.
Cool.
How do I? What do I need this one and that, or I'm confused because this one is a lot of clicks, but once you got to like the end, it kind of made sense. But it's just the steps to get to that. To me, I gotta catch, I guess, the class from the beginning.
Let me finish with this class.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, sorry.
If you came from my community, that's okay. You can ask questions because once I finish this class, I open it. Like I said, I do the major Q&A, and absolutely I can answer that question for you. The short of the answer is no, but there is a place for both. So that's where it's a yes and no. It's a yes and no answer. Okay.
Okay.
So I got you. Who else had a question? I saw somebody else. Miss Ortega, you had a question as well. Where are you?
I have a lot of questions, but I
Answer.
kind
Ask
of
them. That's
I
the
don't
whole
want to
point.
let you get through everything. So this system is, and I'm sorry, I joined late, and then I don't know, my phone went crazy, so I had to restart. Um, is this system pretty much like a CRM? Are we going to be able to come back here and see the results, or we're just reading the results straight out of my free score now?
Go to your next question. I have a better answer for you, but go to your next question if you have more questions, please. Where the heck did you go, Miss Ortega?
Oh, my bad. I was asking how soon after we're done with this process do you guys pick up the file and start printing?
Boys, where's my guys? Marco, Steven, Ray.
Yeah. I'm here.
How quick do you guys pick up an order when it comes through the door?
Under
Within
20
minutes.
seconds.
There you go. You can ask them directly. They pick it up in under 20 seconds.
And within a minute or 1 minute and a half second, we process them.
So there you go. So Miss Ortega, you have the team. So when I tell you I train my teammates, I train my team to understand the software the way that I understand it. So they pick it up from you. When it comes in, they get the ding. They're reviewing it within 20 seconds. They're shooting you a text saying, hey, Miss Ortega, we received it. We're going to start looking at the file. They go and process the file, and they'll let you know if it's qualified or not. I don't print out garbage. I want everybody to understand this. I will not even invoice you if you send me out something that is incorrect, because the first person to get screamed at and the first person to get yelled at is me. So
Okay.
we want to make sure that what you're sending out and what you're sending to us is good. And then we go from there. That's why I have the ability to teach in front of you guys. And the reason that they give me the opportunity to show up in front of you guys is because they know my level of service and how I deal with your files is at the highest level.
Okay. And how long does it take to set everything up?
What do you mean?
Like if I want to get started, how long does it take to create the CRM? I don't know. I have no clients. When can I start?
Right now.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
want to. And if we can do a one-on-one call, I don't know. I mean, I got the number, so I'll reach out after class.
So one-on-ones with me are a little different. I do them with. I'm not going to be rude in the sentiment. I do them with people that have clientele because we work through numbers on the phone call. That's why the gentleman that said he had 115 clients, I'll talk
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
I have a lot of clients.
You got a lot of damn girl. You being quiet. Okay, you get a one-on-one. But here's the thing. Wait, just wait. I'm gonna show you. So once I'm done showing you guys this, I show you guys what I work on, what I do, and what I'm in there. I'm into funding now. So I do funding. So I'm gonna show you guys something on funding at the end of class. But I have to get over the credit repair questions. And once the credit repair questions are done, and everybody says, "Hey, look, we're good," you guys can stay or leave, then we'll move on to there. So anybody that has credit repair questions, please
Okay, so
go for it.
I got a question.
Go
I
for it.
got a couple accounts, but I have two accounts that I have nothing to do with. Like it's a fraud account. So is it a certain way?
Did you go to get a police report?
No, I haven't did nothing yet. Like I'm just now starting.
Okay, so you're gonna go. First thing you're gonna do is go get a police report. You're gonna
Uh-huh.
bring a copy of your credit report to the police station. You're gonna go to the person inside, and you're gonna be like, "Sir, this is my credit report. I need you to write this down in a police report that this account, and this account, and then said account numbers are not from me. They don't match anything that belongs from me, and do X, Y, and Z." After that is done, now you have created a report that fraud has been committed. Now you can go to the Federal Trade Commission and put a FTC report on fraud and then put everything inside of the software. When you get to that point, call the number. I will get my team to help you on how we do that. Okay?
Okay.
You got to get that police report first to help you remove that. Make sense?
Okay.
Cool. I got some potentials for you on the funding. Okay, man. King, don't. I'm about to blow your damn mind. Let me finish over here. Yes, Michelle.
So my question is about acquiring a copy of an affidavit. I wasn't.
I know you got added to the group because you messaged me. Let me see what the affidavits are. Give me 1 second. I'll find the affidavits real quick. And I'll tell you exactly where you need to go to get the affidavit. Because I know
On the community
Yeah, she's in our community.
classroom and
Class.
then free tools and resources
No,
library.
no, not that. I already went and I scraped it and I printed everything out and I created a file. I'm on top of that. So I'm talking about with the federal, not Federal Bureau of Investigation. Where's my head at?
CFPB.
So my credit was compromised on the tax side. Someone claimed to be me and tried to file a federal return, which prompted me to have to go and sit before a magistrate and record saying it was not me. They were literally in another state.
Okay.
And so, but I don't have a physical copy of it anymore, and I want to utilize that document to run.
Go through the document, go to the court, ask the court if they have that document on file. They should have that document on file for at least 4 to 5 years. They should. Now,
It's beyond, okay, so if it's, okay.
just double check. It doesn't hurt you to check. You can even give them a phone call, apologize for, "Hey, look, I know you guys are busy over there. By any chance, I explained to them exactly what you did. By any chance, do you guys keep that on file? And what's the time frame? If they turn around and say, "Yeah, I have it on file," great. Go over there, pay for the printout, take that file. That's going to help you. Okay. That is the key to helping you. Now you can go to the police department, create a police report, and then you can start filing along those lines because you were a victim of fraud. You have to understand that. When I said in the beginning, if you are a victim of fraud, it helps your case because if somebody does commit fraud under your name, then you have fraud. Make sense?
Makes sense. One other question. I have a client who was evicted, and hear me out because I'm trying to see if it's going to work. The dates on the lease are not the same as the dates that they're saying she owes back rent. So for her part, it's accurate, but she had a pet. And for the pet, it's inaccurate. Can I download her a copy of her lease in the section where it says other, where we go to provide the
Well,
passport?
it doesn't put all the thing. All it does is do the first page. So you would have to do that. So if it's a single page, that's fine. But you can't include the whole lease is not going to be relevant inside. What I want you to do, there's something called an addendum and a lease. So they may have added an addendum to the lease that allows pets. And if that's the case, that's a whole different piece. That's not the actual lease. And because that's not the actual lease, then that is going to be, I'll be honest with you, I'll throw that out in 2 seconds.
Got it.
So
Okay.
double check to make sure that's not a lease just for the pet, because there's a lease for the owner and there could be a lease for the pet because they have to pay extra. So they wanted it could be 2 different places. So
It is
double check.
separate, but I wanted to know
So
if I could use that anyway. Okay.
no, you're not going to be able to utilize that because they are not physically the pet.
Right. Okay. Still part of the
Good.
contract.
Good. Yep. Nope.
All
I
right.
just, but I'm giving you that idea of a very good idea to try to think outside the box. Very, very good idea to think outside the box. But at the end of the day, that's not something that you would, that you have grounds to dispute on. Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
No problem. Any other credit repair questions?
Yo, bro, I have one more question,
Shoot.
or actually 2 questions. How much should I be charging somebody if I would to start a credit repair business? And then my second question is this recorded so I can watch it again?
Absolutely. So Ray, you can drop the YouTube link for everybody that stayed.
Sure.
I appreciate everybody that stayed. I feel bad for all the people that leave before they get the link. I don't give it out to people until you stay until the end, because now you deserve it. Not the stream, the whole thing, right? That's the wrong one. What happens is, first off, I cannot answer the charge question for you because you shouldn't go in with the mindset of that just yet. And the reason is everything is different inside of this software versus other methods and dispute tactics. Back in the day, you used to be able to tell you $500 to get started would have been great. $100 a month is great. $200 a month is great. But what happens is the whole system has changed. So what I say is, while you working through this, do not try to look to charge people right off the bat. Try to get a nominal amount of money, $50 per round. Okay? Don't pay for printing, you let them pay for printing. Okay? Why? Get your bearings and understand what's going on. As you're doing so, you're not in it to get rich yet. You're in it to learn. You're in it to understand the system. You're in it to understand how to utilize the system, how to go through the system faster. What happens is by doing that, you will then succeed in the system a lot quicker. Takes time to understand the system. Takes time to get results back. What happens if your client gets sued in the second month of you running this system? What are you going to do? You're going to pack up shop. You're going to close down. You're going to walk away. But what happens is if you get a lawsuit in the mail, you're going to turn around and say, great, you're going to go contact an attorney and you're going to start working with an attorney because you did get a lawsuit. The file got removed, but because of the grounds of what it got removed under, and the terms that it got removed under, they still want to collect from you. You still owe that money. So at the end of the day, you have to let people know this. At the end of the day, you don't want to close up shop. So you want to do it at such a low cost to get started that you understand this. And that's the key of getting that rocking and rolling. Now, how much did I charge at my peak? I charged $10,000 to fix people's credit. $10K per client.
Okay.
$10K
Sounds
per
reasonable.
client. Yeah, said $10K per client. So yes, you will get there, but you have to get the ball rolling. And that's the key. I don't talk to anybody else in that, oh, you should be charging $500. I'm sorry, guys, charging $500 in the software is fucking asinine. It's asinine. I have printings that go for $500 because they have 900 pages and 50 freaking letters. How are you supposed to do one round at $500 of printing, right? When you charge the person at 500, you're gonna literally close down shop immediately.
Makes sense.
So what you need to do is understand the system. You need to understand the prowess of how the system is built. You need to study a little bit and go from there. Great question. Great question.
Thank you.
But at the end of the day, to answer that great question, we need to give it time. Make sense?
Most definitely.
Okay. Very
Yep,
good
thank you.
question. No problem. Any other, Michelle, you got your hand up again, or?
So now I was just going to make a comment. I just did a round on myself, and my printing alone was about $270. And so that's where the challenge is for me to decide what my value proposition is to clients, because I want it to be profitable. The first goal is to be of value to other people, but I also want it to be profitable for me. And if, so yeah, I was wondering, like, consultation fee, and then apply it to their first round, offer, consult them,
Well, let me
generate
ask
the
you-
letters for them.
Let me ask you a question. Let's break this down. Did you pay for tracking or without tracking?
I did pay for tracking.
So you have a premium product. That's your premium package. Then you have a standard package. But here's the problem with the standard package. I'm going to talk to everybody real right now, right? Here's the difference. When I was sending out standard mail and I pick up the bureau and I call the bureau and I tell the bureau, hey, look, I sent out a letter of disputes over there, and the bureau tell me that they never got my letters. Who has the opportunity? What do I do? If I didn't send it out myself and I sent it out to the third party, I sent it out through a third party, what's the first thing they took my money and they ran, right?
Mhm.
They took my money and they ran. Okay.
But I have tracking numbers for each and every letter.
You hold on. You jumping the gun. You already in Yankee Stadium. I'm still in Mets. I'm still in the Mets Stadium right now. I'm still in Queens. You in the Bronx, girl. Okay?
I'm in the Bronx.
Okay. So at the end of the day, so I'm still in Queens right now. We're talking about Queens. Queens is standard mail. We have to let people understand. This is, remember when I told you that we have the ones for the people that are financially challenged, and then we have the ones for the people who don't care. Here's the thing for the people that don't care. We're going to send them to Yankee Stadium. The reason we send them to Yankee Stadium is because everything is lined up. If they call the bureau double checking you, guess what? They have tracking numbers to see that they arrive. Well, who's lying? The bureau's directly lying because we have tracking numbers. But what happens with standard mail is we have to set the ideology correct for everybody. We have to set the focal point straight for everybody. Okay, client, I know you don't have a lot of money. I know that this is what's going on. So I want you to understand something. I hate this package that I'm going to give you, but I know that this is the one that you need to be on. But let's set the thing straight. If you call the bureau and the bureau says that the job wasn't done, it's a lie. But there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to you to prove it to you besides sending you a picture before I send it to the post office. That's it. That's all I can do. I cannot do anything else besides that. But if you manage to scrape up more money and you want to move into my premium package, the premium package is the better package because I can provide you tracking numbers, which means then we can hold who is accountable, properly accountable. And who is that? The post office or the bureau? You see how now I changed the frame of the person that I'm talking to?
Mhm.
If I'm talking to you, everybody in this group right now, if I was talking to you and you were on the other side of credit repair, which product are you buying? Are you buying my standard package or are you buying my premium package?
Absolutely the premium package, because I want to know and have a guarantee that the job is getting done.
Because it's called peace of mind. I'm selling you peace of mind. I'm selling you the option to understand that you have paid for said package and it is doing its job. King, yeah, absolutely. Transparency is the key. The reason that this industry, the credit repair industry, is considered high risk is not only that people weren't transparent, but they were running away when they when they were running away when the client ran into a hard time, especially when they picked up the phone and called and said my letters haven't arrived. Well, guess what? The client who sent it out, how am I supposed to prove that I did that? How am I supposed to prove a drop off? How am I supposed to prove anything that I just told you? I cannot. I cannot prove anything. So what do? I look like a scam artist. And because I look like a scam artist, what do? I run. So now we don't want to run. We want to stay locked in with everybody. We want to stay on the right information with everybody. So what do? We make sure we give them the best package that we possibly can. My team, Michelle, my team had told you, hey, look, if this deal costs too much, just let us know. We'll give you a standard option, right? My team said that.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
why did you pay the premium package?
Because I want premium results.
Forget about the results, because we don't promise results. We don't have promised results, but we promise peace of mind. So at the end of the day, I know that the Bureau got there. So now when I want to raise hell, I have the tracking numbers to be able to raise hell.
Right.
There's
Right. I know you received it because I have a tracking number proving that it was sent to you by the U.S. Postal Service.
Bingo.
There you go.
Because my tracking numbers, the way that I handle tracking comes from your address. So it doesn't look like it comes from me. It looks like you dropped off at me, but it doesn't come from me. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Now, okay. Never mind. I'll let someone else. I don't want to monopolize. All right.
Does anybody else have any credit repair questions? I know I'm dropping a lot of gems on you guys. This is crazy. The crazy amount of shit that I just gave you guys, because a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't even know how to
I
talk
do.
about them. Yes, Miss Constance.
Yes, I wanted to find out the UCC one, is that part of the process of the Metro too?
The what?
I think it's called UCC one. I guess it's locked in to say
Universal Consumer Code. No, this system does not do UCC1. Doesn't do consumer code.
Okay.
It only does Metro 2.
Okay. Because I was wondering if that could be another business. So I was like,
UCC1 is just another form of credit repair using a different dispute method.
Oh, I see. Okay, not a problem. I'll stick with Metro 2 so far.
Yep. King, I don't have access to Gala, so you're gonna have to give me that, and I can help you with the sequence. So that's why I said you gotta share your screen. Go for it.
Is when I file, I mean not when I file. Does this like, can I do like disputes with early warnings too in check system?
No, that's the only one you have to write out yourself.
Oh, okay.
Guys, ChatGPT, ladies and gentlemen, ChatGPT. Make sure go get your early warnings and check systems report. It's free. Go get them. Take the PDF, scan it into your computer, and ask ChatGPT to write you a letter.
What is early warning?
Early warning is a banking system. So early warning and check systems, that means when you didn't pay the bank for a bank account, they put you in early warning and check systems. They blacklisted your ass from getting an account. You can't get an account at Chase. You can't get an account at Bank of America. You can get an account at Citibank, and you can't get an account at Wells Fargo. You know why? All four of them own it together.
Truist too, I think.
They do.
Truist is Regions Bank, but everybody has access to that system. But the four that own it are the four that I just mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not on that. But
I'm angry with them right now because I ran my first business transaction last week, and they're still holding it, and they took a point off my credit score. So I'm not a fan. And the money is still not there. It's still not posting.
You ran your first transaction, but the bank is not going to hold your first transaction. The credit card processor is. So if you ran it through a credit card and you ran it through the processor, the direct bank is not holding your money. The processor is holding your money. But that's a class for a whole. That's a thing for a whole different class. I don't go in on that one.
Yeah. It,
That's a whole different thing. That's why we don't trust Stripe. That's why we don't trust Square, and that's why we don't open up merchant processing companies with the bank itself because they all have fucking garbage. So I'm gonna move on to the next thing because you guys are gonna get me on a rant that I don't need to be on. Yes.
well,
Any other questions on the credit repair, guys? Let's stay at credit repair before I go elsewhere.
Once I go file my police report and my FTC, how long will it take for those two accounts to come off my credit?
Can't answer that question. Illegal by law for me to answer that question. I can only give you the one legal answer, and that's 7 years. It's illegal to answer that question. For anybody that's running a credit repair company, do never answer that freaking question. You do not control the bureau. You are not the bureau, and you cannot legally by law answer that. The only legal answer
What time are you
is
here until?
the only time that you
Ashley,
illegal. Hey,
what time are you here until?
damn, girl, you got to mute, girl. I muted yourself. I muted you. Legally by law, the only way that you can answer that question is 7 years. By law, in 7 years, the account will naturally fall off that. Now, people can answer you, oh, well, I've had results in this time and that time, but legally by law, you cannot answer that question because your file is different than every other file. The age of your account, what is happening with that account, how they update that account, what they do is all completely different, and it's person by person basis. I've seen people get deletions in 1 month. I've seen people get deletions in 36 months. I can't even answer that one for you.
Okay.
That makes sense? That's why
All right.
I did a post today. I don't remember if I was in the middle of class. The difference between me and everybody else is why I get deletions and the other people don't get deletions is I stay consistent. I just keep going. Do you know how much money it costs you if you have bad credit?
Mm-hmm.
Take a guess, brother. Do you know how much money it costs you if you have bad credit?
I guess it costs a lot to fix it.
No. Millions. Millions. Every day that you have bad credit, it costs you millions of dollars. I don't know what you have coming in. I don't know what type of business you run. I don't know where you work. I don't know what you have. So when I say this to you, you could be a multimillionaire in the back end. I don't know that. But let's be real. One deal can make you $1 million. One deal can make you $5 million. And if you were able to leverage your credit to go get that deal to make you $1 million, well, you're a millionaire if you can leverage your credit properly. So guess what? It costs you millions. You know how I know that? I've literally experienced it. I've literally experienced what good credit can do and what bad credit can do. Does it make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Make sense?
Yep.
What it is? Miss Allen, forget about interest rates. Interest rates ain't the game. We're not worried about interest rates. The interest rates is not going to hurt us. What's going to hurt us is the ability to not be able to jump on a deal when we don't have the ability to get credit. Okay. I had a client come to me 6 weeks ago. He's trying to get a car. He needs to get a car, right? He needs to fix his credit to get a car to get to a new job, which is going to pay him $100 an hour. He was doing a construction job. It's going to pay him $100 an hour. But without the car, he can't get to the construction site because he can't get to the construction site. He can't make $100 an hour. So he can't make $4,000 a week in income because he can't get there. You see how much it costs you? That's $16,000 a month because he can't get to a damn car. Because you know what? He told Ali, I never knew how important credit repair was. I never knew how important credit was until he was like, damn, I need it. So my business partner explains this about credit. I want you guys to understand this and start talking to people like this. My business partner broke this down. He said, you know, when we go to the family event and we always got that damn cousin that comes around and asks everybody for money? Put a yes in the chat if you know, if you put a yes in the chat if you picturing that cousin right now. Right? Everybody picturing that cousin right now? They're at the event, they're with their family. Everybody's picturing him right now, him or her. They picturing them right now, right? If you're picturing that cousin, right? That's the cousin with bad credit. Now I'm gonna flip the table on you. If you were looking at that, right? Aren't you the cousin that has the bad credit to the bank right now? If you have bad credit, you're that cousin. Everybody pictured the cousin until they realized that cousin is themselves. But it's not to the family, it's to the bank. So now, it doesn't matter. We have to change the view of the bank with us to stop looking like that cousin and look like the responsible cousin that we want to lend money to. We want to look like the responsible cousin that stops complaining about their situations and stop complaining about everything and say, oh shit, I got to get my life in order. I got to get my stuff in order because you know what? You're right. There's excuses. Everybody's got an excuse. Everybody's got problems. Everybody's got hardships. Everybody's going through the same crap. Nobody wants to hear what you're going through. The bank doesn't want to hear it because they didn't hear it when they were asking you for the money. They didn't ask for you to take the money. They didn't ask for you to spend the money. But what they heard, they're hearing is, I'm having a hardship. I'm having this. I'm having that. That's why the reporting agency was made. That's why the reporting industry was made. That's why they're talking about that. So that you can sit down and say, this person is not viable because they don't pay their damn bills. This makes sense, guys? So now we got to look at that. We got to look at that person and say, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that's in on that. I got to get my life in order. I got to get myself being done. I got to figure out how to make extra money. I want to tell you something. Each and every person that's in this room, you've got a leg up on me because you know how to use social media. I hate social media. I hate being on social media. I hate posting on social media. I hate all that stuff. Some of you people guys, you come and friend request me on Facebook, 10,000 followers, 11,000 followers, 8,000 followers. Me, I'm there with my 1,000 people that I actually know, right? These are people I actually know. And you guys got 10x what I got. You know those 10,000 people following you? Those are 10,000 clients. Those are 10,000 clients that you can access. Make sense? I have people looking at themselves right now going, holy shit, I never looked at this way before. Nobody's ever opened my eyes to that facet. And once I can use social media, you will separate yourself from everybody else. Make sense? Credit questions. Any credit questions before I move on to the next thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know you had told me.
You can share your screen?
Yeah, I can share my screen, brother.
Perfect. Share your screen.
All right. Only the host can share in this meeting.
Hold on. Bear with me. You want to know something? I'm going to tell you something, King.
All right.
I don't like this software that you're using.
Man, I was on M2 Go repairs. The system started. It wasn't getting results, man. I was losing clients.
You didn't know how to use it.
I'm assuming that.
No, I'm telling you, you didn't know how to use it. Okay. Go.
Okay. Let me see. Start share. Share screen. All right. Let me see. Okay. So I was on here. All of my other clients are on the M2 Go repair. So I just got here and started with like 3 people and tested on myself.
Okay.
So as far as it go, I know he was telling me we allow AI to do most of the thinking for us, correct? So I asked them in the chat, I said, hey, what are the other codes for? He said we like to focus on what you see here is a CMSO. He said that's where it compiles and do all the thinking for the highest rates of deletions. So as I see,
This is
all,
MP. This is CMSO is MPEP.
mhm.
Okay.
So it's kind of
Integrated
like
Data Source
for if we were
Director.
using
Yeah.
your software, it'd be like MPIC to me from what I'm seeing.
MPEP. MPEP.
Oh, MPEP. Okay,
MPEP.
MPEP.
MPEC would be OM2C. That definitely it.
Okay.
That would be MPEC. Is that OM2C? That would be that one. Okay, keep going. I gotta read it. General attack. These are all PAL comps. These are all just renamed of the systems. Corrections, milk dad, Metro 2 investigation letters. Ekblad, deletion chat, delete challenge attack. Fire. Yeah, this is all. So scroll up.
So I noticed it was a sequence to it. So I try to put it in, okay, for certain ones. Now I have a client who I got some student loans off when I was utilizing the chat GPT, just writing up the letters. I was getting results in like 30 days.
You know why?
Why?
Because I explained it in the class. When you send out the same view or vision of a letter, right? And you keep sending out the same letter, and everybody's sending out the same letter behind you. Eventually, whatchamacallit's going to pick it up. Oscar.
Okay.
And when Oscar picks it up, what's going to happen? Oscar's going
Just
to pick
verified.
It's going to come back as either verified or stall letter. That's the reason why.
Okay.
That's
so mostly handwritten.
It's not just handwritten. It's just not using the extra stuff over here. I've seen it software. I'm looking at it. So
Okay.
when you look at best over run CMOS first, verify, run FDA and FMA, request method of verification, which that's consumer law. Metro 2, attack Metro 2 consistency, escalate to CFPP if the reporting remains inaccurate. So this is 4 rounds. So that best one, I like that one because that's the 4-round one. That's exactly what you're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
All right.
You ready? Stop sharing your screen. Everybody done with credit questions? I got to put my disclaimer in real quick. Is everybody done with credit questions? Put a yes in the chat if we're done with credit questions. If you have no other credit questions before I move to the next thing. I need an overall yes. Ms. Ortega, I'm about to get on that first question that you asked before. I need everybody to write yes. Every single person to write yes. That includes my employees as well. Everybody to write yes. Perfect. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference here. Now that we're done with the Metro 2 class, I'm letting everybody know Metro 2 is completely completed. I'm going to move over, show you guys a couple of things what my printing company is working on. You're more than welcome to stay. If you want to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. Nobody's forcing you to stay here. Nobody's forcing you to stay with us in any which way, shape, and form. This is more of something that I've done. This is something that I've done privately. Again, like we're saying, nobody else has to stay. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you guys what we're working on the printing side over here and the funding side. So when I show you guys this over here, this is something that we work on. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me break something down to you that is crazy, better than everybody else. So right now, this is our funding software. And in our funding software, we changed everything a little bit differently the way that you guys want to work on the system. So Ms. Ortega, when you said, does the system track? This is the system that we use to track. I don't send you guys a dispute fox. I don't send you guys anywhere else. I send you to my own system. I created a system that gets you guys to where you want to be because everybody else in here is here for OPM, other people's money. So if you're doing credit repair, why are you doing credit repair? You're doing it to fix the client's credit. So when you fix their credit, you can send them out to get funding. Am I correct? Am I correct? So if I'm saying, yep, see, I got thumbs up, right? Well, if I have a client that looks like this, well, what's my assessment? Well, client score is under 700. Their utilization's okay. Primaries are good. They have no more than 4 unsecured. They have more than 4 unsecured accounts, which is going to cause them a little issues. They got high inquiry usage, but they got negative items. And because they have negative items, that's really what's holding them back from fundability. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. If you had this type of report in your back end, could you sell your clients a whole lot easier? Could you show them this and be like, this is why you need credit repair? Yeah. Okay. Can you also build them a pay down schedule to explain to them what they need to pay down? Hey, your Fifth Third Bank is at $3,000. You have 46%. We need you to get down to 30. Well, let's bring that into the 30% ratio. You got to pay $22 a week. Let's get that $22 a week to lower down your payments. Let's get you to where you need to be. So when we get you to that point, we're working on the totality of the file. Credit repair is the removal of negative items. Credit restoration is the actual building of the credit score. If you're removing the negative item without doing the pay downs, without building a credit score, this is the thing that helps you. I can review all the accounts. I can see what's opened. I can see what's closed, and it's built out on a what? FICO score. Now, Joe, I was talking to you. The thing that I said over here when I was talking to you is we are the only company that has allowed this at the current moment. I am the only company that has a 4-pull credit report from any bureau. My software allows you to pull 4 times a month from My Score IQ. You have to pay for it. But we're the only company that allows you to pull 4 times a month. I'm the only one that got access through it from My Score IQ this morning. So we're the only people that allows that. 4 pulls a month, which means every time that you're running the system, you're able to run a pull when you get something deleted. So I can check this every single week. I don't have to go into the system and check it once a month. So we built this system for funding, not for credit repair, because there's other methods that you can utilize. So now when I come into the credit war map, I break down what needs to be done. Let's always start with the inquiries. Once we remove the inquiries, we can go down to the negative items. When we go down to the negative items, we can go into the pay down schedule and then the trade line schedule. When I come into the trade line schedule, I can pick 7 years as the cutoff. How many trade lines should I buy to get the person to 7 years old? Well, I need 7 trade lines. I need 4 trade lines at 30 years old. I can go all the way to 28 years old to get this person up to 7 years. Well, let's see. Let's go down to the lowest one at 11. Well, let's go over here. 22 years, I need 6 trade lines. So if I can find 6 trade lines at 22 years old, I can get this person up to a 7-year, which is a minimum for funding. This software is built around funding. Now, somebody asked me, there will always be a place for Metro 2. Metro 2 is a type of dispute status. So for me, when I show you guys this is just another method. I have my own credit repair built inside. I literally click select all, select all, select all, go down over here, select my standards. Okay, basic, round 1, select it, and then dispute. Ray, did you code in the basic letters yet?
Yes, they are there.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna see these. These are gonna be just the basic letters that are about to pop out. And these are gonna be exactly what King I just told you is the reason why you were having success with ChatGPT, is because the letters were coded with a way that the system was not able to tell if it was a credit repair organization, just like this. So now when I look at that, it looks like somebody just wrote it. Done. And now put your ID documents all there. Perfect, ready to go. Make sense? Now let's do, where's that bankruptcy? Here's the bankruptcy. Same thing. Nice, simple, easy. Couple pages, get it done. That's nice. And then a basic writing with the USCC. That's the key. So, yes, there is a place for both. That's why I explained to everybody there. Now, King, you said I got a couple of people you got to send to me for funding. No, you don't send me people for funding, bro. I don't do that no more. I'm retired. I come over here when a client is good for funding. The underwriting says, go to funding. I click the funding. It will display all the cards that I need to go and apply for. When I click apply, it brings me right to the website, and now I can apply for said card. Tells you exactly what you should be applying for. So if that's the key, if I want to apply American Express Amazon Biz card, so I'll go over here and I look for American Express. Do you suggest me put it into a different file format before mailing it? Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. That's because that's the problem. That was your problem. That's the key. So this is what I'm working on the back end. This is what we're building up. Does it print the letters for you? Yes, it uses the same team, the same third-party team. Works for you, does the same thing. You can get your approval amounts. You can check all that stuff over here. You can work with your clients. How much did we get approved so far? We got $515,000 approved. So that's the key. Make sense, guys?
Can we send disputes on there as well or no?
Yes, sir. I just did it.
So that would be.
Watch this. Ready? Watch again. Don't blink though. Ready? Where's the hell is that client? Right here. Ready? Don't blink. Credit repair. 1, 2, 3. Basic. Round 1 polite. Dispute. Done.
Okay.
Done. It's actually generating the letter.
That's what's up.
Now, Miss Ortega asked before, how do we track if a client has a deletion? So now I'm just going to show you guys the letter one more time. I just did the basic letter because it's the lower one. My software can write letters almost 90 pages. So here's 7, here's 8, here's 6, here's 11. Here's all this stuff. So just give you guys that so you can see what it is. Now watch. Ready? Just to give everybody this. When you upload into the software, when you pull every week, it will show you your letters going up and down, how everything is working. All the colors, how everything is coming. It'll even tell you the type of score that we're pulling. It's a Vantage score. So if you pull in FICO, like I do for myself, right? My score IQ, it'll show you progress report with FICO. And I'll show how I've dipped from there. Last refresh was May 20th. Okay. When's the previous report? All that stuff. And then I'll show you if you're good or you're bad and what's going on. Make sense? And then I'll show you it's present, whatever. Yes, Miss Lynch.
2 things. Have you been able to acquire the trade line source that you spoke of? And how much is the M2 software per month?
So the basic M2 software that everybody should be getting is $147. Trade lines. Somebody was going to talk to them for me. I don't know who it was. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. But I'm moving on other things. So when something's not at the top of my list, I really don't follow up with it as much as I should. So no. But it's there, and I know eventually somebody's going to come to me with a trade line. And the person that's going to come to me is going to be the person that comes to me with the good ones, because when they're coming to you, they know I'm going to scrutinize the shit out of them. So I'll be ready for them. Okay. Questions
And I
on?
know
Go for
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yes,
I know you
ma'am.
just told her that, you just gave her a quote or the price for the M2 software, but to clarify, we don't need that. We can just use this, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If so, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. The M2 software is very good at moving bankruptcies. So if you do have a bankruptcy, I would utilize the M2 software. We do have our own version of the M2 software. Like I told you guys, but this software is getting there. We've had deletions come round one, but I have 2 months now that's that. I have people that haven't seen stuff in 2 months. So I'm just letting
I
everybody
didn't
know.
I didn't mean the M2 software. I meant your software. I'm sorry. Score. Your software. I already have M2.
Okay.
This software that you're giving us a tutorial on now. How much is this a month?
How much is this a month? How much do you think this is a month? This is
Oh,
stupid. It's a
over
stupid expensive.
thousands.
This is a software. Give you an idea. This is a software that can make you get funding. So think about that. I want to see how many people put a number in the chat.
10K,
Who? Okay, I'm not that bad.
5K. I know it's got a K behind it.
You think it's got a K behind it?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, here's your K. Keep coming down.
Tracy. I saw it in get paid in full and it's locked and I want to unlock it. So please give me an accurate figure so I can work towards it. I see the value in it.
So this was the pro version, unlimited clients.
Got it.
It's $4.97 a month, right? Ray, send me my link, please.
You want me to drop in the chat or?
No. Send it to me.
Oh, okay.
It has the QR code on it, right?
Yes, it have it.
Okay. I'll give you guys 2 ways to get it. I'll show you, and then you guys can tell me if it's got a K in it or not.
Check your Slack.
Ready? Does it have a K in it?
It does have a K in it.
No, it does not have a K in it, Ms. Lynch.
What's the best value?
For the year.
Read to the left.
That's
Read
for the
to
year.
left.
I saw that, but
No, you saw it right. Read to the
I
left.
see 2,970. I see 297.
No, that's to the left. Go to the left.
I see 297. I see it.
A month.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it.
Miss Allen locked in when it was $197. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Can you send the link to?
So this
and I wish I would have known about it when it was $99 a month.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is, if anybody wants the software, because I don't want to poop on anybody. I don't want to leave it for the next person. Do me a favor. Go, Ray. Drop the phone number.
Sure.
Type in link to that phone number that Ray just put in the chat. He'll send the link directly to your phone so you can sign up for it, guys. And you guys can see it, and you got to see my lovely face at the top over here. So, as you got my lovely face, you know that's me. How can I get a one-on-one with you? Is that Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. How you get a one-on-one with me, Joe? What software do you have?
You told me.
No, M2.
M2.
Yeah, I know you got M2. Which M2 do you have?
No, I don't have M2.
You don't have M2 yet?
That's it. I had it. I stopped using it.
Oh,
but
you stopped.
I'm trying to do I'm trying to the mailing part though.
Okay, let's text the phone number tomorrow. Let's me, you, and Ray get a day that you're free behind the computer, and let's do that. I'll do an hour with you. I'll do an hour, and I know Miss Ortega the same thing. You said you got some clients. Let's do an hour with each of you separately. I'll do a one-on-one with you guys. Text that phone number. Text Ray your name on that phone number that's in the chat. Text him your name and say, I want to do a one-on-one with Ali. Ali approved me in class. so that he knows exactly who you are. From there, and we go from there. Because then we'll go over the whole kit and caboodle together, and we'll see how to make this work for all of us. And King, if you got clients and you need help, bro,
Yes.
I got you. I got you. My team was definitely willing to help you. I'm gonna tell you what you were doing wrong in goat repair. You want me to tell you what you was doing wrong?
I mean, you can. So
Ready?
you suggesting I don't use the one I'm using anymore, the Gala?
That's up to you, brother. I'm not saying, but yeah, if that's the case, yeah, you could do that. Check this out. This is what you were doing wrong. This is what you were doing wrong in goat repair. When you were running your clients through goat repair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Did it freeze again? Yeah, that shit froze. When you were running through your clients through goat repair, what you were doing
Do it just
is going like this, right? Literally running it through like this. You could have selected like this, copied your clients, did default, right?
Yep.
Okay. What you didn't do is understand two things. I'll give you advanced tactics. The default status inside of the software is not the way that you're supposed to go. You're supposed to actually select the amount of negative items that are supposed to go out, which is this box that says 10. That's the default number. You want to move it from 10 down to 5. Okay? That's what you would, the first thing that you were doing wrong. You can leave this on unlimited. That's fine. This one stays at default. This one stays at default. The maximum that you want to have is 5 negative items per letter because the bureau picks up off the 5 letters. If you have more than 5 in one letter, it picks it up. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That's the first one. The second thing is, y'all didn't realize you can change the AI writer right here. And now you change the AI writer. Now the letter that you just wrote is not the same as everybody else. That's why my students are receiving deletions quicker than all the other students.
Yeah, I need to like that's your number you gave me, huh?
That's my off. That's the office line.
How do I?
That's the office.
Go ahead, brother.
No, that's the office line. That's it. So that you get Ray, you get access to Ray. But if you get a one-on-one, you got clients, you want to come through, you want to talk stuff, let's talk. Anybody that's got clients, I need printing work. I want to get. I bought 1,000 boxes of paper. I got to get rid of 1,000 boxes of paper inside the office. So I got to get rid of some of this shit.
Okay. Yeah, I need your help on that M2 Gala, Doc.
Okay, we'll sit down. We sit down.
All right.
We sit down. See, the thing is I'm gonna be straight with you. I haven't used it. I watched them use it, and when I watched them use it, I just didn't like it. It's something about it I don't like, and I don't know why. But again, that's a conversation that we can have sidebar.
Okay. I mean, they got good letters, man. Similar like how you got it, but what I was trying to tell the dude in the chat, like how we doing here, is I want to know what the other disputing methods are for. He just wanted us to focus on the CMSO. Let the computer.
So each dispute method is the different type of law set that goes out. So, for example, if I send out Metro 2 and Metro 2 is not working, they had to move consumer law. If they're not moving to consumer law, then you have to move to a sub-bureau attack. If you move to a sub-bureau attack, you got to come back this way. It doesn't. So the thing that you want is, Ali, I want you to give me do this, do this, do this, do this every single time. Correct, King? Okay. That system doesn't do that because it's a trigger system. You get triggered by what happens. So what happens is if I send out that CMOS or whatever the hell the name of that attack is, and nothing comes back, well, then I got to send out this attack. But if something comes back derived on what's on the letter, then I got to send out this attack. That's what they're trying to tell you. It's not a sequence. It's done by a trigger. Not everything is done based upon a trigger. Not everything is done based upon a trigger. The reason that you were receiving deletions utilizing ChatGPT and things like that is it's no trigger.
I
Same
just
here.
got sick of that shit, man. To put in the
Prompt.
file to the chat GPT, let it scan it, then write up a prompt and tell the prompt what I'm focusing on and give me a prompt that I can copy and paste along back with the credit report to give me a dispute method in a letter. Somewhere hidden the miss, but I copied the ones that I got the most deletions for, like with student loans, charge offs, and I copied those and put them in my notes with a star on the side. The ones I'm having an issue with right now, it's two. I got Amex off somebody's stuff. I got the student loans off somebody's stuff. But the ones with internal records, which is what is it? Can you redo that M2 go repair issue? The He made me forget what the fuck I was gonna tell you. Okay, yeah. The what is it? Navy Federal and One Main. I think it's called One Main.
One Main Financial, yes.
Yes, because they have internal records. So they keep verifying it, man.
Because it's verified. That's the problem. So when you're disputing a thing, right, and the document comes back as verified, because they do have internal records, that means they verified the account. You can't do nothing about the verification.
Okay.
You have to wait for the fall off date. The only other way of going about it is doing something illegal and committing fraud, which then triggers the lawsuit.
I even tried to do the one where they put it on your taxes up under the IRS, where they put what is that up under income wages. But they don't do that. They keep that record. Even though they do it, they don't report it. They keep the record so you can't retrieve it from IRS. So I've seen it be removed from people's stuff. Like if Amex, Amex is a prestige account. So if that could come off, I'm pretty sure Navy Federal can come off, because I've seen it come off for other people's stuff. So that's what I'm having an issue with, that one and One Main.
So re-aging account is that, meaning every time you pick up the phone and call them, that's re-aging account. They said that they did something over there that's illegal. So
Okay.
you need to make sure that they don't do that.
Yeah, it's a Navy Federal account that I have, and
Well,
every time I
then
dispute it, they verify it, but then they re-agent.
because you verified it.
Really?
I hate Navy Fed.
No lie, man. Now
I
One
hate
Main, it's not really a big, account. They doing the same thing as Navy Federal.
Yeah, how did I know you were gonna jump in here? How did I know you were gonna jump in here, Nick? Yeah, no, that's it's true. It's true. And they'll go in and they do the so Capital One also keeps internal files. You know how I know? I had it. That was my first ever credit repair, was trying to remove collection charge off of my own name, and it took me 4 years to remove it.
Okay.
Yeah. They even took me to court. They took me to court to collect damages on the file. And when they took me to court to collect damages on the file, that's when everything went haywire. Not damages, excuse me. Collect the money. They took $3,000 from me. And then I paid an attorney. I got the money back. So at the end of the day, like, those accounts, they're hard, but they can be removed. It's just staying consistent, King. And that's why we always have to, and that's what I told the young man that was on here before, is that we always have to stay consistent with the filing, because if you don't stay consistent with the filing, that's the key of what happens. I love utilizing both Metro 2 and our platform of what we're doing, and utilizing them together makes it for the most powerhouse system. Okay, because now I know what to nitpick, and how I do it. That's the key. So you got to know what you're doing and how you're utilizing it. Now here's the thing. When I go out through a credit report, right? Let's do this. When I go out to a credit report, let's go here. Give me a second, guys. Let's go up here. When I go to a credit report, I come over here. I view the accounts. My first thing that I do when I'm viewing an account, let me find an account that has a negative item. Where's over here? Where the heck are you? Oh, she's right here. Perfect. Let's go over here. Let's automated credit analysis. Yep. Come over here. Let's get these. Okay. So now, where is this late? I know she got a late payment somewhere. Bear with me a second. Let me try to see what I can find. Okay. Consumer portfolio. Good. This is a collection account. Okay. So now when I do this and I go to credit repair, you know that all this shit has to match. So now what I would suggest that you do is go to the credit report and try to find this file the best that you can and see where it is, because this cannot match and not match here and not match here. So you have to beat them on the prowess of the credit report. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay. You have to beat them on that prowess. Make sense?
Yes. So that would be considered. Let me scroll up to my notes real quick. Mixed. Damn, where the fuck? Got so many notes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like inconsistency across the.
Inconsistency across the bureau. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good job.
Okay. Process. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that's a. You just got to do that. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I got that I built into the systems, in my system that I work with, and that's the key of what I do. Metro 2 is always Metro 2 is where my heart is at, but there's some things that you need to change. Exactly what I told you before. This little piece by doing this over here, this little small piece. Where the hell is it now? This little small piece by doing this right here, changing the number, changing the amount, and changing this thing over here. These 3 little clicks that you could have changed, you would you would change your dispute letter entirely. And that's what they don't understand. Make sense?
Yes.
That's the key. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I dropped a lot of knowledge on you guys. Joe, I got your information. I'll get into contact with you tomorrow.
Oh, Ali, please help me out with the 687.
What's the 687?
That's what my credit score is now, since it went down 1 point because of Chase. I need to try to find some sort of funding so that I can cover my expenses with you guys a couple of months out, and just make sure that I have some funding for, my Metro 2. And
680 is not going to get you funded.
It's not.
700 is the minimum.
Okay.
700 is the minimum. So you got to get 700. So
yeah.
The thing is going through your accounts and seeing what's there, seeing what you have, what big bank accounts. So start to audit your account. So
okay.
if you have the credit reporting agency that we brought up so far, okay, you have the My Free Score Now or whatever. You want a copy of that PDF and pop it in the ChatGPT. Okay, we get a basic readout on this. Go in a chat, put it in a ChatGPT, and say, okay, chat, give me the good, the bad, and the ugly of this. Okay, give me the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. What I'm trying to do is try to get to a 700 credit score. Where am I lacking? That's not going to get me to that 700 credit score. Use the free tools that you have access to before you do paid tools. Because what happens is a lot of people get focused. I need to pay this person. I need to pay this person. I need to pay this person. And what they're not realizing is you have to, like I told the other gentleman before on the printing side, how much do I charge? You got to learn the systems first. I need you to get me funding, okay? But I'm not even at the proper score yet. So I can't get you funding without even getting to the proper score. So you need to build that system in yourself to go over there. And the reason I'm saying this to you is you're an IT tech person.
Yeah.
That should have been the first thing that you did, is let me pop my credit score inside and see what I'm missing. Because you got to be missing something. Now, here's the thing, Constance. What happens if you go in there and you have high utilization? Well, you got to pay your bills down. And if you got to pay your bills down, that's the first thing that you need to focus on. So you may not be able to afford the software. So it means you need to focus on paying your bills down first and then worry about getting the other things down. because that's the difference between 20, 30 points of
Yeah.
putting you where you want to be versus where you need to be. And again, your credit's going to go down if bills aren't getting paid. So that 30 points with unutilization that came up, say you go get a credit card, you charge 6 months of stuff on it, and you don't have money coming in or income coming in, well, your credit score is going to go back down again, and you're going to be in the same endless, reckless loop. And that's
Correct.
where it meant when I told you, I was like, you know how to use Lovable, you know how to do stuff. Go get websites, make some money on websites, make some money on something else that's going to give you something that is not going to cost you any amount of money that can get you rocking and rolling until you get to the piece that needs software. Then when you need software, go out there and get the software. But you're already making an income. You need to make an income.
So far last week I sold the snacks, and I'm trying to land the contract where I continue to do that with the data centers.
Good. You got to keep getting that, but your merchant account processor is holding you.
I know, it's just so crazy.
There's a company. Message Ray tomorrow morning. I will give you access to the name of the company tomorrow morning. Okay. I don't know if they're ready for it yet, but I can get your merchant account up and running by tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, maybe by Thursday, which you can have a merchant account, which won't hold your funds unless you charge like 50,000 through them real quick. So that'll do that, and that'll really help you out a lot quicker than where you're currently at, having your funds held by Chase. Chase didn't hold your funds. The merchant processor held your funds and didn't send them over to Chase. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's hurting though, because they want their product.
I get you. But here's the thing. You charge somebody, we have to make sure that we're ready to deliver. So I would have took cash from them. I would have took cash or Zelle. You shouldn't have did a merchant account. You should have got 1, 2, 3. Should have got a payout over there. I need a check, please. I need a check.
The only thing is, because it's corporate,
Mhm.
they have been able to go to their corporate credit card, because technically they are employees, even though they're managers. They wouldn't have been able to get a cash advance, or that would have sent alert off to accounting and human resources.
Wow,
So
look at it.
they had to use their American Express when they ran the transactions.
Understandable, but here's the difference. You're still a fledgling company.
Yeah, I am.
And if you're a fledgling company and you're doing X, Y, and Z, and you're not collecting and now it's sitting, and the client's not getting their product, FYI,
Yeah,
you're the one that looks bad.
I really do right now, because this is crazy. Yeah.
So that's the thing over here. I'm talking to people that haven't ran businesses before. If you don't deliver a product, right, on time, the way you said you're going to deliver it, you're going to look bad in front of the client. And the client's not going to want to do business with you. We have to deliver products as quickly as we possibly can. So Miss Ortega asked a question before, right? She asked a question. How long does it take for the clients to get the information from the printing? We have it processed within 20 seconds. Within a minute 30, we have it invoiced. Usually, depending on if it's not out on the week, if it's not on the weekend, Monday through Friday, it's normally out in 24 hours. We ask for 5 days to get it out. God forbid, barring something happens. Okay, barring something happens, but otherwise, it's out in 24 hours. That's what I built my business on. I built my business on being the best, but that's why I charge the premium. So you have to understand, when you're building yourself up, that's how you have to build yourself up. You want to get to that level where you're running a lot of stuff through your business. You should have ran a test charge. You should have picked up. I don't know how you got it, but you're not technically with Chase on processing. You're with Card Connect. Card Connect is another brand. They work with Chase. They're not a part of Chase. So they're going to push you off to a company that just views you as a number. So you're not going to get that money anytime soon until their verification department turns around and deems your transaction as verifiable. Because
It's making my stomach hurt. Just like
it's You right now, if I was you, right now, if I was you, I'd be begging Tom, Dick, and Harry right now to get money to go get that file fulfilled and then pay them back as soon as Chase hits. I would beg anybody right now to get that payment out. That's God. If I was in your shoes, I would have already pulled the lever. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. I was looking at even putting a lien on my car, but my credit isn't there because I've already talked to them.
Yeah, putting a lien, but a car is not an asset. Got to put a lien on a house. Can't put a lien on a car. Car is not an asset, and it's a depreciating asset that literally they don't want to put money on a depreciating asset because it depreciates. What happens if you smash the car tomorrow? They're never going to get their money.
Ugh.
Guys got to think like this. That's how you have to think. You have to think, I don't want to be the broke cousin. I have to think like, so if I wanted to go to my cousin because I have a business that's going to make money and I need what can I give my cousin as collateral? Because I want it back. That's how you have to think. You think like that, then you're good to rock and roll. I hope I changed a lot of mindsets tonight on how we work and how we do things. I hope I really change people's ability tonight to get to that next level. Yes.
I reached out to the individual that I told you about, and they're willing to speak with you, and they also want to know about your software.
So, Miss Allen, you give him an affiliate link, sweetheart, and go make that money because you know how I am about people making
Well,
money.
he said he will only do it if I get something out of it.
Yeah,
But I said it's not about me; it's about helping the software.
Well, at the end of the
And
day,
helping him advance his with his agenda.
Miss Allen, I always tell you, it's you should have given me. You'd be like, "Here's my link. It's got my name on it."
No. I will do that, but I'm just following through on what I said that I was going to do. So, he said for me to give you his information.
Perfect. I'll get in touch with him. We'll go from there. Does anybody have any more questions before I close out tonight? This was a 3-hour class. I've never done a 3-hour Tuesday class. Tuesday classes are usually dead. So all the people that joined up, all the people that are here, I'll thank you for showing up. You guys were amazing tonight. Joe, me and you will get together tomorrow. Miss Ortega, I'm going to look to get on a one-on-one with you. And Mr. King, I'm going to look to get on a one-on-one with you. Make sure you guys get your information over to Ray.
Can I join that score machine?
Yep, I sent that.
Yeah, you just got to put the link. I told you there's a phone number. Ray, drop the phone number in the chat. Text link to that. And text link, and Ray will send you the link directly to your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll send you the link because I don't like stepping on stepping on other people's toes. That's the thing. I like doing what's right. Like I said, I told people to leave. I told people to leave, and we'll go from there. No, guys, I want to teach you guys the best. So don't thank me. Thank you for showing up. I like it when people show up. I can go forever. I like talking to people. I like making sure you guys get the best that you can. And I thank you for the Father's Day wishes. I appreciate that. So I know my daughter's waiting for me. My wife is giving me hell right now. She's like, "You don't know how to shut up." Yeah, don't thank me for anything. You guys showing up is really the way that we succeed. The more you guys show up, the more I can give you. The more I can teach you how to like Mr. King. He's got M2 Gala. Like they have a whole a whole Monday event and a whole Friday event. I went to one of their events and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this. I'd be straight with you, King. I don't like that software. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's the key. Like, want to make sure that you guys get the best information that you possibly can and get the best information and the best know-how. So we can go from there. Again, I'm gonna give it one more time. Anybody have any other questions? Same, brother. I have to do my research and find the sequence like you did with this software. Cross-examination. Brother, call me tomorrow, King. Call you got that phone number. Call me tomorrow. Let's chat. If I have access on my side, I can figure it out. That's it's just finding out. It's just watching what the letters do and reading what the letters do. Okay, the numbers in the chat. Yes. Nini, ask your question. I don't care. I don't care. Ask your question. Don't ever leave class without asking a question. Who knows what happens? Always ask your question.
Got you. So it's more so back to the funding. So I know one of the options were the comparable credit part, like they had 2 primary credit cards for $5,000. So I would predict that I would run into a lot of clients who don't have or don't meet the requirement. So is there any advice or like a recommendation that they can have that check mark?
So that's your trade lines. That's getting a trade line. That's getting what you need to get that person there. Why do we want comparable credit? Again, that's the bank looking at you and seeing if you can pay your bills on time with that, and if the bank trusts you with more than $5,000, because you can have $10,000 credit cards, it equals to the $5,000 limit. That's the key. You want to make sure that they can they can trust you with that. That's why we have to make sure that we can get those trade lines. And if you guys go into your communities, you came from other communities, ask if anybody has a trade line supplier or somebody that they can utilize to get a trade line to work with, so you can get that. The reason that most people are not, most people don't have that, because guess what? They just got out of credit repair, which means they removed all those trade lines.
Right. Oh, okay. I thought it had to be primary. I thought it had to be primary accounts, not.
It can be authorized users, but you're just building an account up.
Gotcha.
You're building an account up. So it's not going to get you the most amount of money, but it'll build
get
the account.
enough.
Yes, it'll give them a little bit of a push.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what was throwing me off. I'm like, I know majority of these people not gonna have, $5,000. They just coming out of credit repair,
Yeah,
or trade line, or
but
credit
that's
card.
why we call it credit restoration.
Exactly.
Why we call it credit restoration. You see how it all comes together?
Right.
All right.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm here tomorrow night. Who's coming tomorrow night? Put me in the
I'll
chat.
be here.
Who's coming tomorrow night? I'll tap in for sure. Constance, me. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Whoever's coming tomorrow night. Ray, you work for me. I know you'll be here. Marco and Steven, I'll probably see you tomorrow night. So God bless. I'll see you guys mañana. All right. I'm out, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.